And howdy folks, welcome to Skullrunners, our original Starfinder campaign. I am Joe Treff, your GM this evening, and many others, and joining me are my friends Olive, Dan, Brandon, Liz, and David. All back together again for the first time in a couple of weeks, and we are going to play Starfinder. Let me just change the music a little bit here. We had our Sirenscape, which is a great digital tool set, is not working the way that I would like it to right now, and so I don't have my own custom things up, but let's pull up.
Let's take a chance on
some good.
Give me 1 second here. Okay, we are going to play some Starfinder, but in the meantime, a couple of quick announcements. First of all, we are...
What?
It's just funny because you're just getting every little bit out of there.
Can't waste the bottle.
That's fair.
It was like $14.
We are going to be playing D&D tomorrow night, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We also have a website where you can see all the little bits of information about this game, alberonrpg.com. We have social media, alberonrpg. On Instagram, Threads, you can see the different things that pop up on our table. For instance, this encounter map, you can see a little bit here, but in greater detail at alberonrpg. And like I said, we use Sirenscape for music and sound effects, though I will say Sirenscape is not cooperating in the way that I would like them to right now. But we'll figure out why a little bit later. That is all the announcements that I have for this week. And so it is time to jump straight into Skullrunners. Let me pull up our recap. Okay. Skullrunners, last that we played, you had agreed to another job on a rush basis for a Chrome Dream as you stepped inside a modified automotaxi, making your way away from your first relatively successful heist, driven by a Yosoki who goes only by the driver. You made your way through the streets of this space around Axiom Relay, racing away and toward the northwest, heading towards Aquadine territory as the driver clued you all into your next drop, collecting a intercepted cargo van that had fallen in a crevice between two opposing gangs in Aquadine territory. By agreeing to this, you secured a safe passage, a prospective significant increase in the number of credits that you were awarded, you were given a stipend to potentially spend at a shop in the future, and you headed for a place to rest. After driving along the Stellar Superhighway, a massive 20-laned, or I guess technically if we're doing it by the math, 40-laned highway that traverses most of Seethe around its exterior, you eventually came to a rest stop and found a place to sleep, with some of you finding a little bit more opportunity to socialize than others. Amongst the lantern-lit spot, you were able to overhear little bits of rumors from some of the people who are sitting around you. Others of you took the chance or the time to perform a makeover to one of your members who looks a little bit more conspicuous than the others. Nix, most of your life you have spent looking different, a little bit jarring to some, with your android anatomy being composed of many other living and non-living organisms. Monk attempted to use their makeup and paint to mask your appearance.
Because I had painted myself brown.
You had painted yourself brown.
You said that like a really sad child.
But you made your way out of the rest stop and eventually found your way to the Sunkerdown.
A child called me Pooh.
They did!
The Sunkerdown is a place that you had learned a little bit about. It was run by somebody aligned with a religious group, though many of you not super familiar with the religions of Seethe, at least not those of you who are more actively paying attention. Dan, bad job.
Sorry.
No, not talking about that.
Oh, how?
The cat Oreo, as you can hear, has made his way down here. He wants to play. He wants to play so bad. He's been trying for 4 years to get down here. Yeah, he was here last week too. upon entering the Sunkerdown, this place that was run by this religiously aligned space. You have to be real careful, Dan. He's real smart. This cat. This cat is. Yeah, I know. He's very. He can figure out ways to bounce the door and stuff. This cat, brief aside, very, very smart. He will open the bathroom doors on us. Yeah, he's tough. He's tough to contain. He is only a domesticated cat by choice. But back to the game. You made your way into the Sunkerdown, down these stairs, into a veritable warehouse of armor, weapons, and other items. So you made your way to the counter and very quickly found yourselves dealing with the proprietor, a human clad in velvets and silks who took an interest in a couple of you very quickly. But after learning your name, Vllaly, and learning a little bit more about you,
Big V.
Big V. Veronica.
they invited you back behind the counter to engage in some private dealings. It took you a little bit, Walinka, to understand that these private dealings were not quite as sensual as you initially thought. As you continue to undress, despite the shopkeeper telling you to stop multiple times.
I was listening back to that being like, whoops, I didn't get the message. Excuse me.
You're from the
But eventually it clicked. Vllaly, you were being blackmailed. Eventually it clicked that you were being blackmailed. And when this came to light, you reacted strongly, lashing out, screaming. And for the rest of you kind of in the shop, as you hear this, as this Vesk kind of steps in to fill the space behind the counter, as we roll for initiative, that is where we're going to begin this evening, in a very chaotic shop. Give me 1 second to change the music. Give me 1 second to set up my initiative, and then I will... All right. Anybody get a natural 20? Okay. Anybody 25 to 20?
Yes.
27.
24?
Vllaly got a 28.
28 for Vllaly. That's crazy.
I didn't roll a natural 20, but I rolled close to
And then
it.
24 for Sagan. 20 to 15? 15 to 10?
I'm 20, sorry.
11.
Okay.
What were you?
20.
20 is Nyx. 12 is going to be Theo.
Yep.
Okay. So the way... Oh, Monk, where are you?
Last. 11.
11 for Monk.
And Joe, where's the bad guys?
So the way that this works out, Vllaly is starting us off at 28, then Sagan at 24,
Yep.
then those who work at the shop are coming in at a 21, Nyx at 20, the shoppers at 19, Theo at 12, and then Monk at 11. The shoppers are a little higher on the initiative as they're a little bit less helpless than most bystanders tend to be. This is a shop for people who engage in many of the same activities that all of you do. So, at the start of this, Vllaly, you are back behind the counter. You are in this rear room where there is like a couch and elements of like lockers. This is clearly like an employee lounge. You had walked past elements to get here. The rest of you are on the other side of the counter, and you can place yourselves kind of in the shop where you would be. Most of you, I believe, kind of right up front.
Vllaly's back here.
You are right back there. There we go. And we'll start us off with Vllaly.
I'm gonna go in for a grapple.
It's probably hanging back here.
You have at least one hand free, and your target is no more than one size larger than you. To attempt to grab the feet, blah blah blah. Attempt an athletics check against your target's fortitude DC.
Okay. So make an athletics check.
Okay, here we go. Let's go, girl. Let's roll high.
You got this. You got this.
Be bad if we rolled a 3. Okay.
Total of?
Athletics 10.
10,
points.
that is not high enough.
Okay.
So you rush forwards as they tell you that they want 10,000 credits, and you try to grab onto them, all 4 of your arms trying to wrap around them, but they kind of move out of the way. You can see their eyes begin to glow.
So grapple is only a single action. Can I try to do it again?
I believe you can. You do take that same minus for the multiple attacks a turn.
Okay. So that would be, I believe, -5.
This time you got it.
Oh my god! I rolled even worse that time.
Then not gonna hit it. You grab again, and this time it's almost as if they kind of leave this contrail. There is something magical about this individual.
That's annoying. Alright, last try. I'm going to try to final action disarm her. Because I imagine she's got weapons and shit, so she'll reach for whatever holster she's got, or whatever's in her hands.
Okay. At the moment, I would say with no real attention paid to what they have on them, they don't even look like they're wearing armor necessarily, just these beautiful silks and velvets. It would probably be a perception check to try to find something that you could disarm. At first glance, they're not holding anything.
Okay, then maybe not that. She'll try to trip her.
Okay.
Reflex DC from you. Okay, much better. Let's see. Let me do some quick math here. 23.
With a 23, you've tried to grapple, she slips to the side, you try again, she slips to the side, you reach out with your arms, but you sweep with one of your legs and you knock her over prone.
Yay!
Absolutely, just barely, by the
know.
way, she's quick, but you are able to knock her prone.
What is this about?
She collapses into this couch, she looks up at you, and she just says, "Somebody wants you, and I plan to deliver if you don't plan to pay." You can see she pulls out this communicator, but that is your turn.
Yeah.
All right, that brings
Did you
us
say want
to
somebody?
Sagan.
Somebody.
Sagan has been hanging at the back of the shop. This isn't really his scene. So, but he hears, I've heard Vllaly. What have you communicated to us about this?
Nothing.
Nothing?
All you heard was, you skank, and that's it. And
Okay.
then tussling.
That could mean anything at this.
What
At this
happened to
point,
the gun? The rail
Yeah,
gun that she-
I have the railgun.
I
It's
believe
strapped to my
Vllaly
back.
has it.
But I don't want to have to
End
use
of
it.
last
somewhere.
session, I have that glove
Yeah,
too,
yes.
right?
You
That
do,
case-
with the
that
Cestus
case-
glove.
Yeah.
So I'll just sort of reach out and just be like, "Are you okay back there?"
And you'll hear
Like,
no.
through the snake.
No, this bitch is trying to
What is the
extort
range on that
us.
telepathy?
It's like 100.
It's 100, not blocked by anything?
Not blocked by
Okay,
anything.
very, very nice. Yeah, absolutely. So you reach out with your mind, and Valinka responds.
They're trying to extort us, but they want all of our money. They want all of Chrome Dream's money, the 10,000 credits.
And this comes back a little bit stressed as Vllaly is failing in the grappling as she's talking.
Okay.
Come back and help!
Sagan doesn't have a whole lot of ways to force his way back there, so he's kind of gonna look around and go, "What the fuck, Vllaly? What are we getting into here?"
I didn't start it.
I think
She started it.
it takes two to. All right, listen. We're gonna have a discussion about this.
It's not my fault.
So I'm just gonna move.
She said she was
up
gonna give us a
here.
good
I'm gonna say
deal.
that's more reasonable before I have to start making my way through past the vest.
Where's the door?
Yeah,
So-
it's right there. You have to
We
go
have to go
this
through
way.
here and then there, right?
Yep.
Where's the outside door, Joe?
Directly in front of you, Sagan, as you cross over there, up the stairs is the outside door. Directly in front of you, Sagan, there is a gray. You can see very stereotypical looking gray alien, exactly like South Park depicted them. Big bulbous head, big black eyes. They're wearing a yellow raincoat with these little neon kind of trim to them. And at the moment, they seem to be kind of also paying attention to what's happening back here. There are a number of other patrons that are in this space. Many of them seem to be starting to sound a little bit concerned. But what are you doing now that you're up at the counter?
Great question. actually,
You're gonna steal some shit.
am I going to steal some shit? No. I don't need to steal nothing. I'm just checking to see if something I have needs a line of effect. I think it does.
What are you looking for?
It's a mystic feat called mental interference.
I don't think
A foe I can see within 30
you
feet.
can't
Okay,
see,
yeah.
okay.
I can't see them. All right. Yeah. Do I think that the Vesk is completely blocking the doorway?
Certainly. They're a very large individual, similar in size to you, actually, maybe a little shorter, but a little bit stouter. They sort of take up the entirety of this space at the moment.
And does the Vesk look confused or just...
No, they're reaching directly under the counter.
They are...
They were ready
they're like,
for
I know
this.
exactly what's going on. I'm going to blast these guys.
It seems like they're acting much more decisively.
Okay. Then... Ooh. And he can't see into the back room, right?
As far as you can tell.
Awesome. I might just... I'm just checking the range on this, sorry.
Sure.
I have to check everything.
It's been a couple weeks.
It has been a
You gotta
little bit.
refamiliarize yourself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat a piece of ice cream. One piece of ice cream.
One
piece
piece.
of ice cream.
Piece is real.
Okay, perfect. So I will look at the Vesk and I'll go, hey, don't you have somewhere to be? Don't you have someone waiting for you at home? And I'm going to cast Dream of Home on him.
Okay.
Oh.
So he has to make a will DC, or a will save.
That is gonna be a 26.
26. He easily shakes it off.
Yeah.
You say this to this individual. Don't you have somewhere to be? They just look directly at you. This is kind of more of like a lithe vest, still quite stocky. They're wearing all these kind of white garments. It doesn't look like armor necessarily, but they smile, just revealing these rows of sharp teeth, and they say, "I'm right here." Their hands
Oh.
both under the counter.
I hate you. That's it for me.
Okay,
What's
hating is a
spell?
free action. That brings us to
Spell.
the rest of the
Dream of Hope.
shoppers.
Dream of Hope?
Dream
Okay,
of
so
Hope.
many of the... It's a great spell.
Yeah,
Actually, I think it's failed every time this campaign, though.
it has.
The shoppers hear Vllaly screaming too, right?
Correct. And so you're seeing many of them just run up these stairs. 3 actions to run. If you could pass me that Sharan off the board, that would be
I
great.
think
I'm sort of imagining like
This
we're
guy
in a
too?
mall,
Nope.
and then you
You're
see
saying
like
everybody
2
else.
people getting a altercation at a mall.
Swap Nick's with shoppers.
So Sagan, did you say out loud, "I hate you" to that Vesk?
No.
So this gray is going to look around at all of you. They're like rain slicker, still just wet from the condensation outside. 2 of their hands cross over their body, disappear, and then reappear holding a pair of
What?
hand cannons. You can see there are just jagged bits of debris sticking out of the barrel. These are the kind of weapons that you just stick things in and then fire them out. They level 1 directly at you, Sagan, since you're straight across this kind of counter. They point another, I would say probably over at you, Monk.
Okay.
The only other 2 people that are kind of in proximity. And they say, "I'm a loyal shopper here. Freeze!" And they're going to hold their actions to potentially fire should you disagree. That is all of the shoppers. That is Yurgo Blong the Gray. That brings us to Nyx.
I tap Fix, my little drone, quietly, and I say, "This is your time to shine, bud." And I ask it to fly around and try to spread the message across of its face to as many people as possible in the room that are shoppers, that there is a free-for-all in the back room for the next 30 seconds if you can get there in time.
Cool.
Ooh.
And I'm hoping that also that will be a good distraction for the Vesk for me to use my acrobatics to slip over.
I like
That's cool.
I really like that. So I would say for the drone, go ahead and make a diplomacy check. And I would say take a +2 conditional modifier because it fits what's happening here.
17?
A 17. So this drone takes off, its little dog legs dangling in the air, and it begins to just through this space. On the head, almost like a stock market ticker, that message begins to go across, first in common, just saying something like, warning, there is a sale in the back room. Warning, or alert, there is a sale in the back room. And then it switches over into like different languages. You hear Castrovallian, you hear He una robaja en el cuarto de atarse. And it just keeps cycling different languages and just flies through this space. You can see for just a moment the gray kind of go, oh, and then just refocus themselves. But absolutely, you do that. You notice that most of the people have left. All of the other customers, had they been in there, certainly would have been kind of driven in there. You imagine that gray, certainly you have their attention. They're a loyal customer. And any kind of a sale is something that they probably want to be a part of. I'll say they're getting a -4 conditional modifier to any attacks in that moment, even with their held action. And then you're taking an athletics check too, acrobatics too.
Acrobatics, and I would like to use my nanite surge in addition.
To do what?
To use my, it's like a skill, it's a
I know what action the nanite surge is. What are you trying to do with acrobatics?
jump over these crates to get.
Holy that's high.
That's high.
Yeah.
It's so that goes. You would be jumping up
Sleep in the rafters.
close to like 20 feet, and then sliding through a foot-wide gap over to the other side that goes almost to the ceiling. It's certainly possible.
Remember, I took my arm off.
I believe you.
I'm just letting you know. It's very hard, but it is certainly
You got this,
possible.
I want to try
Give
it.
it a try. That's what this game's all
Take up
about.
both arms.
Make an acrobatics.
So
attack.
bestie.
You don't need those.
Okay, plus
You're just weighing
nanite
you
surge,
down.
which gives me a +2.
Yeah,
Come on.
So 18
She might have
plus
that's pretty good.
Let's go.
9, which would be 27.
My best friend right
The
there.
27, you exceed the DC for this by 1.
Hell
Oh!
Really, like, because it started at a 20 and then went up a couple of times. Very, very nice. You leap over this as the dog flies over, barking about this sale that is happening. As it passes, you just leap in its wake, grabbing onto it, lifting yourself up, hoisting yourself almost 20 feet, and then you just slide through the space. You never touch the ceiling. You never touch the crates. You
Damn.
perfectly clear these in like a perfectly calculated parabola, and then you just land gracefully on the other side. You just slip like a shadow from nowhere into this hall. You can hear this tussle happening. You can hear this oof as this person lands on their back. Directly to the right of you, you can see there is like a still. They're creating their own alcohol right here. In front of you, you can see light spilling from the doorway, and you can see shadows kind of tussling and fighting. This is where the sound from Vllaly is coming from. But that is your turn. Fantastic.
Nice.
That brings us to Theo. Customers are gone.
Customers are gone, but 2 workers remain. Is that what these are?
There is the worker in the back room. There is the Vesk who is behind the counter. And then there is a very loyal customer who is really on the fence about what to do here now.
There's the one behind the counter, but what's that little mouse guy?
Oh, sorry. The mouse guy should be off too. He got pulled out. If you could pull out the Asoki out. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Who was the ex-boyfriend of...
No,
No.
that's
No.
not the driver.
Oh.
Not all Asoki.
Diplomacy this guy.
I'm honestly fuck that guy. 5. What's it to negotiate this obstacle here?
The
To
counter?
jump over a
It's
counter.
probably just an acrobatics check or an athletics
You
check.
can go
It's
under
not
me
too-
too.
Yeah, can I like go under it? What's the best way to do?
Is it a
What
glass?
keeps the most movement for me?
What keeps the most movement for you? I would say probably like a 2-action, like... I would say if you use 2 actions to move, you can clear it. It's not super high or anything.
Okay. What is that? 5, 10. Oh, there's this thing in front of me. I didn't even see that.
And that guy.
Yeah.
The guy, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I just fucking get past him anyway because his boss is in danger. And there's no other way to get back here, right?
You saw Nyx disappear into an impossibly small space.
Something that seems possible.
No. You look and you're like, there's one door, and then Nyx just disappears into a seam of the construction, and you're like, okay, there's still just one door.
15, 20. Can I do 25 movement in total? That's 2 actions, and then a step action to get there.
Yeah, absolutely. And the step action doesn't provoke the attack of opportunity. Very smart.
Nice.
That gets-
Very, very smart.
that
Yeah.
gets me in the doorway.
Yeah, absolutely. So the way that works out is you just rush over to this space, you leap over the counter, and this Vesk, you can see they have weapons in their hands under this desk. You leap over as they are drawing them. They try to pull them on you, but so narrow is this space, you just slide under them and into this doorway. You can now see you are in a space where there is just some computer equipment. There is a doorway with like faint bits of light kind of coming through, and you can hear sounds coming from that space. That is your turn, Theo. And that brings us to Monk.
Okay. First, I'm going to use my quantum field that comes out automatically.
Okay.
I am going to put it. I'm going to put it here because I imagine that might.
That's the only active hostile that you all can see. The
Yeah.
shopper's just a shopper.
This guy's maybe hostile. I'm going to do a diplomacy check
Okay.
to the shopper, and I'm just going to say, "This isn't your fight. Get out of here."
Okay. He has a cannon leveled at your chest, at
Yeah.
Sagan's chest. You turn to him behind you. Suddenly, manuscript pages start
Yeah.
up and into the air. Obstacles begin to appear and disappear. You turn and you just say that. Make your. I would say this might be an intimidation check.
I'm not good at this, but let's do it.
Talk about the same.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk about the sale.
It's a 14 plus 4.
For an 18 total.
Yeah.
For an 18 total, that is not high enough to convince him. But as you say this, he looks at you. The cannon that he has pointed at your chest. He goes, "Maybe you're right, but there is a pretty good sale." And they turn both pistols now to Sagan, both just kind of level. But you no longer directly in danger.
Dang, sorry, Sagan.
That's okay.
I am going to, with my last 2 actions, cast a cantrip.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Injury Echo, which I imagine is kind of incognito, so the guy doesn't know I'm kind of hurting his friend.
Well, so I want to be really clear about that. That's like a whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
So casting magic in Starfinder is very obvious.
I
Unless
mean, yeah,
it's-
if he knows, he knows. I don't
Okay.
care. I'm going to try to fuse him with a version of himself where he was working at a grocery store as a clerk, and he was just getting a lot of like psychic damage from just like a lot of like awful customers.
Karen.
That is psychological damage.
17 roll save, Joe.
That's going to make it. That's a 27.
Damn.
Yeah. You try to use this ability. As you do, Valenka, in this space, you can see there is like this glow that just emanates around this person's head. A shiver goes down their body. It is like there is something magical that is connecting the two of them. Your ability not effective. Anything else?
That's it.
Connecting
Alright.
who?
You are unable to connecting the 2 shopkeepers.
Okay.
One that you are unable to see at this moment.
That's it.
That brings us to the top of the round and to Vllaly.
Vllaly's turn.
Yes, it is.
Big B.
This individual on the ground.
Alright, she's just gonna get on top of her. Can that be a grapple?
It certainly can. And I would say take a +6 conditional modifier. They
Nice.
are prone.
Okay. Let's do this. Grapple is athletics, so let's go back here. Dun, 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 dun.
That boy's grabbed, right?
Nice. Okay, that's gonna be it. Oh, jeez. Maps finder. It's actually not as bad as 1E, but it's still not easy. 23.
23. That is a success.
Nice.
You grapple this individual. Hang on.
So
I was
she's
actually looking
got-
at the wrong. That is still a success.
Nice.
You grab onto them. They're on the ground. You kind of crawl on top.
And then she's just gonna start like a bully in class, just wailing on her face.
Okay, we can attack her.
And as she's doing that, she's like, "Why the fuck would you bring me back here for this stupid shit? This is a poor way to run your business."
And so they're just so you know also, they have a -4, I believe, to their AC for this.
Hell yeah. Okay. Great. That's good because I didn't roll very well on the first attack. That's going to be an 11.
With an 11, you punch down right into the soft velvet and the silk, and you are met with shocking resistance.
Oh.
Your knuckles crunch and the velvet does not give away as they are wearing second skin armor.
Annoying. Okay, well, she's gonna try punching again. I don't wanna. In Starfinder, do you have to say, like, non-lethal? I'm not
Yes,
gonna
you
try to
do.
kill. I'm not trying to. Not that I would kill her with this last punch, but I'm not trying to.
And not all damage can be non-lethal, but punches certainly can.
10 to hit. Wow.
10 to hit is still
Mad
a miss.
low. I rolled.
So 2 of your arms holding her down, the other 2 trying to punch.
She's fucking freaked out right now.
And this individual is not. You can see she is smiling. That shiver that began with that magical sort of resonance seems to kind of increase. She smiles at you as you hold her down, and she says, "Is that all you have?" You can see magic beginning to crawl up. Hang on, I think I missed
Might
her
have
in
to
the
kill
last
her.
order here.
I might have to kill her.
I could roll over a 2 or a 3. That's the second
Anything else,
time.
Vllaly?
No,
Oh, no,
those
would
are
you
all
like
3
to-
of my moves.
That is your turn. That brings us to Sagan.
Did I notice anything magical besides the manuscript pages happening on the vest? Like, did I notice their magical connection?
Probably not at that distance.
Okay.
Especially not in that kind of field of disturbance with Monk. When Monk starts combat, that whole area
Yeah.
in that red circle just gets real chaotic.
Sure. Okay. So let's deal with the alien dude. Like,
He looks like Among Us.
yeah.
Yeah,
I've got my hands
that was
up,
my inspiration, in my opinion.
and I go. Listen, I'm just here shopping. I don't know what's happening. My friend's back there. Is there a sale going on back there?
Okay.
So use one of your actions to make a diplomacy check.
Okay.
I softened him for you.
We'll see.
I
who's
would
good.
say
Deception, even?
take a +2 conditional modifier. This could also be deception.
I'm so good at both of those.
And so for my softening,
That's all right. Roll a 20.
nice.
I rolled an 11
Total
total.
11.
Plus 13. No, plus 2.
You can see
Oh wait, plus 2, 13.
13. This gray's eyes narrow at you, and then they turn back and kind of flick over to Monk, and he goes, "Wait a second. The sale's not real." And he's
No.
going to use his held action to fire, unfortunately, just at you, Sagan, as he
No.
only has that one
That's
attack.
good.
I would be upset about a fake sale.
Sagan. This is going to hit you. Give me 1 second here.
I'm
So as he
sure.
fires with this hand cannon, that is going to be a 28 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
All right. And with this explosion of kind of jagged bits of scrap metal, you are taking a measly 5 points of piercing damage. Just little bits of like nail, peeled off elements of like cans and things like that, just fires in. And as he does, he takes this and just scoops it into the pocket of his like little yellow jacket. And you can hear the sound of metal just scraping into the chamber as he fills it with scrap. That is all that he can do. That is his held actions.
Ow! Ow!
Anything
Ow.
else, Sagan?
Yeah, I got 2 more actions, I think. So those were his held actions. I really don't want to kill this guy.
I might.
You know what? I'm just gonna go back to the old standby. I'm gonna use Dream of Home, and I'll just say, think about the sales.
With this.
Okay. What was that save?
Will
12.
12. Yeah, he is fascinated by the idea of sales in his hometown.
You can see the pistol that he had just leveled at your chest. He had just pulled it out of his pocket. It is like an extra big load of scrap that is in it, almost overflowing. And as he clicks the hammer back, you can see the eyes. There's no pupils in these big black-gray eyes, but they begin to water slightly. And he just goes, 50% off. Both of the guns kind of hang limp now at his side. He is fascinated. And is that just till the end of his next turn?
That is for a minute or until someone attacks.
Jeez. He is really thinking about those sales. Fantastic. Anything else, Sagan?
That is it.
Okay. You watch as Sagan mesmerizes this loyal shopper, just destroying his credit with this shop. But that does bring us to the rest of them. Actually, that brings us to him first. He's fascinated. Really just kind of sitting there. He leans back on the counter, both elbows on the steel, guns kind of hanging loose, and he thinks back and goes, I could do the whole patio. But that is really kind of his turn. The Vesk over in the kind of midst of this chaotic space is going to pull his weapons to bear. He pulls out, with one arm from underneath this space, a massive weapon. It looks almost like a scythe, but just a single jagged point on the front. It looks like it has probably about like 20 pounds of steel weighing it from the other side. It is relatively unwieldy.
Sorry.
This is difficult terrain, right?
Yeah.
But
Up until my next turn.
who's in the door? That's Sagan?
Sorry.
Oh, sorry, that's Theo. Okay. So Theo, they turn around. There is just this swirl of chaotic energy. They are going to shout, stop. And they're going to swing this fang blade at you.
All right.
It comes around in a massive two-action whoosh with a 18 to hit.
Oof.
It does not hit my.
Oh!
Nice.
Very nice.
Hey!
This skips just right off your armor. It almost slams into this. Their whole body turns around. And they already used an action to pull this blade out. Otherwise, they could have used a backswing. But that is all that they can do on their turn. They hold this weapon and they just glare at you. That is all that they could do. That brings us to our final person in the back here with you, Vllaly. She is on her back. You are trying to punch. She dodges once. She dodges twice.
So she is grabbed. So she's off
grabbed.
guard and immobilized, and then manipulate action only with a DC 5 flat check.
So looking at you, she is going to say, you come from far away, and there are people looking for you. Don't you miss belonging? And I need you to make a will save.
Oh my god.
Bro. Okay, that was scary. Dirty 20.
With a dirty 20, that is a success. They cast Crisis of Faith on you,
Oh, she was. Oh.
and you are
Faith is
not
strong right now.
turned. For what this is worth, this deals 6d8 mental damage.
Oh!
But it is a
High.
sink or suck. You take no damage. They are unable to break your will. As you continue to try to punch down at them, that is 2 of their actions. With their final action, they are going to attempt to try to just break out of... Oh, actually. How many actions is this? Okay. As they cannot get free, they're going to look at you.
Spit in my
I don't think it's
face.
going to do anything. Actually, that's all that they can really do on their turn. That brings us to Nyx.
Do we know what species the lady is in the back?
Human.
She's human. Okay. Well, first of all, Fix, the drone, is flying around and realizes that a lot of the shoppers have gone and that the one remaining has been successfully entranced by the sales that have been signaled. So Fix will then change the words on their screen to say, "Attention, all union workers. Corporate has shut down our funding. You must leave the building immediately."
Oh.
You look at this place. There's no obvious corporate logos. You've seen in a couple of places this like imagery of a fly with a death's head on it. Probably not like super twisted into like Aquadyne or Axiom Relay, but certainly you can do that. This virtual dog begins to bark out in multiple languages that this place has been shut down and to leave immediately. I'll say that's a free action. Anything else that you want to do?
And then I have active camouflage. So for me, Nyx in the back, I'd like to sneak into the room and finally get in there to help Vllaly.
So make a stealth check and then a move action.
Okay, you can make it.
14. Do I add anything?
I think you do. I think you have a pretty good stealth.
Well, with it was total.
Total?
Yeah.
Okay. So, behind you, Vllaly, as you pull your fist back and miss just one more time, suddenly pirouetting into the room is Nyx. You can see with their hands held in front of their face, they believe that they are invisible. And you are about that invisible. It's very much a John Cena.
Say the John Cena
Yeah,
style.
John Cena style
Yeah.
invisibility. It's the cantrip. I can't see me.
Can I look around and see if there's a light switch either?
Looking around in this immediate space, you can see up against the door there is a light switch. But that is your turn, Nyx. That brings us to Theo.
So, question.
Yeah.
Last turn, I used a step action to kind of disengage myself and get in the doorway.
Correct.
Right? This guy used an action to equip the scythe and then
Correct.
2 actions to attack, right?
Correct.
Do I have distance on him to where I wouldn't trigger an opportunity attack?
Given how far away he was when he hit you, approximately 10 feet away, you get the sense that you're probably still within his melee range. That being said, it took him a tremendous amount of effort to swing this. It was a pretty unwieldy weapon. Mechanically, in Starfinder, you can't reaction attack with unwieldy weapons.
Really?
Most people can. There are feats you can do, but not at level 3.
Well, Theo uses his ability as Infosphere Director to look up the rules to Starfinder 2.
There you go.
Hey.
So I'm going to use, let's see here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Just rush over to the edge of this doorway. You can see, with her stealth check, Nyx just kind of sneaking into the room.
Sneaking.
Yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that line of sight to the lady, right?
No. You can see Vllaly.
Andy?
I think so.
Can't really. I'm just gonna go ahead and use all my movement, or
Okay.
use another action to move again, just to get in there.
Okay, you rush into this room. You can see the couches, you can see lockers, but most pressingly, you can see Vllaly has pinned this individual down on the ground, and there is this kind of like burnt iron smell.
Right.
A cat
Oreo.
appears.
How?
He's back. Hey.
He may have figured out how to do the door. He's very
I'm
smart.
gonna put something in front of it.
Yeah.
Before I decide where I stop, now that I think about it, are these active exits out of this room?
No.
Other
No.
windows.
No.
This is a closed space. This
Yeah.
is the only way out.
Correct.
Oh, I was treating these as windows.
No, not windows.
Okay.
I kind of want.
She still could get in using the movement though to that door. Yeah.
Okay.
So she would just be somewhere like in there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So if you're gonna block
No,
the
10
door-
feet, 10 feet into the right.
Am I blocking the door?
Yeah, right there.
Oh.
Perfect.
Yeah, if you're in there,
I'm protecting you.
I kind of want to block the doorway so she can't get out.
You certainly can. You can go and just stand right in the door.
She's locked in here with us, bro.
So yeah, you just kind of slide into the doorway.
Shit kicked out of her.
With your duster especially, you fill the space. It's like the light just suddenly is blocked off from the other side. Anything else, Theo?
That's all my actions.
Alrighty, that brings us to Monk.
I am going to cast. I'm gonna attack this guy again. No, I'm gonna attack this guy again.
Okay, yeah, you can see this guy is like
Yeah.
just kind of staring up at the ceiling, just saying 50% off. And probably others that you could redirect that attention
I am
to.
going to do an automatic hit spell called Force Barrage. It's magic missile. You fire a shard of solidified magic, dealing 1d4 force damage for each additional action while casting the spell. You're going to increase the number of shards. I am going to cast it with 3 actions.
Hell yeah.
And that will be 3d4. Where are my d4s? Someone give me some d4s. I don't have d4s.
You got here. You need another one?
No, let's roll 3 times. How do you read this? Oh, 3,
Is that a D4?
Yeah.
2, and 1. So 3, 2, 1, that's 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 damage.
7 points of damage
Yeah.
is pretty good. You
And-
just fire these magic barrages, tiny little flecks of magic that become a like wave that wash over them. Little tiny bits of their armor kind of flecking away with this.
We're gonna stitch up your uniform.
And the kind of like Snow White very quickly becoming like just steel underneath. The clothing themselves just ripped underneath. They have some kind of armor beneath that. But anything else, Monk?
That's it.
Alrighty, that brings us to the top of the round to Vllaly.
Vllaly, do I have to maintain a grapple?
You don't need to use an action, I don't think, actually. Let me double check. That might have
Yeah.
changed between...
I don't.
I don't either. I'll do it
I
again
don't
just in
believe you
case.
I don't think you had to.
Alright, well, because there's no, like, DC to break out of it. So that makes me think it's only good for one round.
Until your next turn, unless you move or your target escapes. So yeah, it is one round.
Yeah, so I'm going to grapple again.
Go for it.
Oh, nice, Vllaly. That's going to be a 25.
That is a success. You can see she pushes your arms away, and your other two arms just slam hers back down.
Again, just bully punch her in the nose. Non-lethal. Let's see, let's go, girl. Oh, nice. Okay, that's gonna be a 27.
With a 27, that is going to hit.
Okay.
Oh, this is gone.
She's going to take a pretty minimal amount of non-lethal bludgeoning damage. That's going to be 5 points of bludgeoning.
5 points of bludgeoning.
Second attack.
Hang on one sec.
Okay.
So as you hit her right in the nose, and her head snaps back against the ground. When it rebounds off, there is just this little trickle of blood, and she just licks it off of her lips. She smiles, and she says, "Delicious." And she disappears. So she uses Stride of the Wounded. She's going to move 30 feet
I hate her.
in line of sight.
Wait, even after being grappled?
Yes.
What the heck?
But there's not a lot of places that she
Nice, Theo.
I got it.
I don't
Does that
really, that's it.
merit
It does
Yeah.
not provoke an attack of opportunity.
Damn.
They are still technically in base contact with Theo, though, because Theo is filling the doorway. So that did limit them from being able to do pretty much anything else. Vllaly, that was one.
Yeah, that's
Two
I've
actions.
got 2 actions, and then third action, she's going to draw her fancy new railgun.
She disappears. You turn around. As she tries to run away, you think, no, you're not. And you pull out this railgun. It's heavy in your hands. You need all 4 arms to really hold it. But this is a serious piece of machinery. That is your turn, Valinka.
Yeah.
That brings us to Sagan.
All right. With the immediate threat gone, Sagan is gonna try to reach out to Vllaly again. Be like, "They're extorting you. What do they have on you?"
They have the 10,000 credits that.
No. What are they trying to extort you for? Do you have a
if I
sex tape
know.
out there?
I hope not.
What did they say they had?
I've
on
never had sex.
Damn. You couldn't torture me into admitting that.
Vllaly, I didn't need to know that. What,
That's a human
what
thing.
What did they say?
What did she say? She said, someone's looking for me.
Someone.
From the set. You're from the set.
That is what she said.
Okay.
You
From
are
the set?
from the set.
Yeah.
There are people looking for you.
So she's gonna call these people unless we kill her. Is what we're deciding to kill these guys.
I don't know if we need to kill her, but I would like to know more because I don't know the set. Well, I don't know what set is.
6 seconds, though.
Yeah,
so.
this is a long.
All right.
Oh, wait a
longest.
sec. My own backstory.
I was gonna say, that sounds like a backstory thing. I was like, damn.
I said,
I
you're
don't
like,
know.
oh, you wrote
I literally wrote it.
this is a
Wait a
very
second.
important part of your backstory.
Yeah. Fuck. She knows where I'm from. Yes. She knows I'm a smuggler. That means we're all compromised. Fuck. Oh, now it's just dawning on me. Yeah, fucking kill her.
Okay. So I
thought like
I'll
the
say
day.
that was a lot of talking. I'll say that took up an action. That
Sure, okay.
Sorry.
No, it's a good conversation.
Yeah.
So I will reach into my pockets and pull out a hollow spark and fiddle with it. Can never get the interface right. Ah, there we go. And I set it to say whoop, 50% sale, and I like toss it next to a bunch of like here basically next to a bunch of weapons.
Fantastic.
And I just turn this guy this way, and we'll say like is that an object interaction?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you take this out, you program it, and this 50% sale comes up. And you can hear him just kind of mumble out between this trance, as was foretold. And you slowly just kind of turn his attention over to that table.
Yeah. All right. So, and then I'm going to drop my concentration. He's not. I'm not sustaining the dream of home thing. So, when it's his turn, he'll come back from that and see the 50% sale. We'll see if that works. And I will look at the Vesk, and I'm going to use a mental. Oh gosh, what's it called? Mental something. Mental interference on it. So.
Okay.
I will reach out and force link his mind to mine.
And that is a will save?
That is a skill check with my connection skill. So I guess that's religion. Yeah, against the will DC of him.
Okay.
So I guess it's a contest here. Okay, that's not bad. 12. So that's a 22.
22 is not high enough.
No.
Okay.
There is again, and now I would say again, you can feel there is something arcane that is shielding his mind from interference. He's a little bit harder than would normally be to reach this individual. You imagine a 22 would have probably been enough had it not been for whatever this powerful shield is.
Okay. Well, I reach out, just
almost
feel
like
it.
a mystic connection.
Yeah, I feel it push back, and I go, oh, man. All right, and I think that's my turn. That's all for action.
Okay, that is your turn, Sagan. That brings us to the shoppers, or the shopkeepers. So this guy,
No.
you drop this fascination, their turn, and I will say that they go, ooh, sale. And they use one action to take like 3 steps towards it before they go, wait a second. And they turn back and they see this whole fucking thing happen. I'm going to say, like, probably Sagan, you being there, and also the last thing that they remember before just being fascinated was you talking. They're going to turn, and they're still going to hold their action. So confused are they by this. Pointing both guns at you, they're going to say, you, what did you do to me? This is too good of a sale to be true. And he points both of these weapons at you, and he's going to hold his action, waiting for a response.
Okay.
That brings us over to the Vesk. Nanaxis has his blade up. Theo has skirted away.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to follow.
He's got other, you know, he can get out there in the front. Honestly, no. Wait a minute. Yeah, keep doing that. Block off that path of escape.
So he's gonna
Yeah, block off the
Yeah.
to this individual, and he is going to say, Miss Morning, you must get to safety. She turns and she says, deal with them in the back. I have a call to make. And she, like, kind of pulling her
Fuck.
clothing back up, begins to kind of move. For her turn, she is going to go.
Alice Morning.
It probably won't hit, but do I get a...
You do get an attack of opportunity.
I don't have any weapons ready, so it's just going to be a punch.
She's never straight anyway. She?
No.
Oh, she
Does not hit.
Yeah.
35, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There, I'm making a run for it. And I would say, Monk,
Yep.
Sag, and the two of you see this individual very much like kind of disheveled looking, rushing around the corner, breathing a little bit harder. They are smiling a little bit. There is a single trickle of blood coming down from their nose. But that is all of the shoppers, or the shopkeepers. That brings us to Nyx.
So I have a neural connection to my drone, and I'll say, little one, it is time for Killbot.
Yes.
Okay, so you use an action to activate Killbot. Now use your other action to make an attack with the drone. You get all the benefits of Killbot.
Yes.
Yeah, so you roll the attack.
Sorry. What, do I add anything?
So Killbot, I believe, gives you +2 to your attack and to damage rolls.
Do I add anything?
I don't think anything from Nyx's sheet.
Oh, I do have...
I would say it should have its own stat
It
block.
does. Sorry, 1 second.
No worries.
I'm assuming your conversations with Sagan are in the
so
the
telepathic,
telepathic
like,
Yeah.
we can all hear
Yeah.
it.
But like also,
So-
she's yelling out loud
Okay.
in
Is
real
this
life
the-
too, just because she's
One
so
from Starfire.
The throne.
frazzled by this.
It seems a little.
This is a Starfinder 1 character sheet.
Okay.
Still,
There's... Well, this is Starfinder 2.
Yeah.
Is there
I don't
something-
have...
And the drone.
Oh, the drone.
Yeah,
The
Gotcha,
drone
gotcha.
itself didn't seem to have...
It's it's called a robot companion in 2E.
We can help you with it.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I can pull up your modifier here. For your attack, I believe it is +5 to hit. Give me 1 sec. Okay. Your drone. Base attack bonus +3 to hit.
Okay.
And I get a +2 status bonus to damage rolls.
Yes. So first you got to hit.
So
So +5 total to whatever you
Plus-
roll.
+5 and then +2, or just +5?
+5 total.
And who are you targeting?
Miss Morning,
Okay. For a total of?
11.
That is a miss, unfortunately. The broadcast stops on this drone. There is a laser that just fires out of its mouth in its place, but it just goes wide, scorching the walls. You still have 1 action left, I believe, Nyx.
So I actually speak Vesk.
Ooh.
So I would like to converse with the Vesk and see if I can convince it to join our side.
What are you saying?
Oh, tall one, it is so nice to meet someone who speaks our language of the elders. We really need your help. We are such innocent species, and I need you to save us.
So, make a diplomacy check. Take a +6 conditional modifiers. You mentioned 3 things that will give you a +2 conditional modifier.
oh,
12 total.
Oh,
No!
12 total.
I can't.
Not nearly
What did you say
convincing enough.
I said,
He says, I am tall, but I am not here to save you.
I can do it.
I am here to subjugate you. And he pulls this huge weapon to bear. And that's your last action, Nyx. That brings us to Theo.
Okay.
And you can hear all that happening too. It's right next to you.
Yeah.
Person has like a mental.
If you've been saying this out loud, like
Yeah.
Theo says out loud in the telepathic link, get switched on. You two need to run cover here and make sure they don't escape.
Yep.
Movement. I was right here in the doorway. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 step to get here. Right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 just in the doorway, and I have line of sight. Or no. Oh,
It's just outside.
Damn.
oh, there she is.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's all actions. He's a lackey. She's got information on her that's gonna make this a fucking problem. Run cover to intercept, and we need to fucking kill her.
Okay, Theo, you chase this individual, relaying orders across the psychic network that you all share. You are just behind her, moving at full speed. You guys seem roughly about as fast as each other, and so this seems to be, you need some kind of a obstacle thrown in this path.
Yeah.
That brings us to Monk. Monk, you have kind of heard this information just as the shopkeeper bursts out of the door, kind of swinging by this counter. What are you doing?
Can you? I tried to look up the spell that you said, the Stride of the Unknown.
Stride of Stride of the Wounded.
Stride of the Wounded. Yeah, I could not find it.
It's very similar. It's a reworked version of Shadow Stride, I think it's called.
Okay, was it a one-time thing or is it a?
It's a reaction.
Okay, cool. Okay, then I'm not gonna waste.
It's
that.
a good reaction.
It has it has a resource associated with it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just going to do straight damage then. I'm going to do the same thing I did last turn. Force barrage again.
Very nice. Roll damage.
And-
Same on her.
Yeah,
the
on
shopkeep?
her, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say before I do the attack, I'm gonna say the sale is happening right now, and all sales are final. And I'm going to launch three.
This
You're
is
gonna
a
roll- you're gonna roll
this is
one
a
for me?
D6. No, you only have
A
D4s.
D4, yeah. 3, 1, 3. So 7 plus 1 is 8.
8 points of damage. You can see each one of these little motes of arcane energy just streaking out towards her, almost eroding away the surface of parts of her skin, but she still just tears through this. You can see almost smiling from this damage. Anything else, Monk?
That's my turn.
Okay.
She likes it.
That is your turn. That brings us to the top of the round to Vllaly.
Vllaly knows she's gone, so she actually points the railgun at the wall, and I want to shoot through the wall.
Dang.
Oh.
Okay.
It's very important though. Where are you shooting? Like what? Because there's multiple walls.
I'm shooting the wall that gets us to the
Okay, cool.
shop side.
Oh.
Okay, so okay, cool.
I'm gonna try
Which one are you shooting through?
this.
And you're trying to hit the...
Just the wall.
She's just trying to carve a hole in the wall.
Yep.
And
Okay.
you're going this direction?
Yep.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Yep.
So like this.
Okay.
Yep.
Exciting.
Yeah, we like this. Okay. Roll damage.
Okay. I need to offend.
Vllaly, what are you doing? Vllaly, what are you aiming?
Why is it so
No, I was
quiet?
about to say, no, this is
Everything is so
No, I like.
quiet.
No, this is a good. I don't know. I
No, like
this.
her mind is quiet as she's. She'll also aim for the wall. No. Okay. Well,
I mean,
that's-
you'll probably hit the wall. Give you a low DC to hit it. It's just if you break through.
plus nothing. Okay, so that is 2 plus. So it's 6 total points of damage.
So you point this railgun at the wall, kind of thinking about everything that you're hearing, the shouts, the sounds. You're trying to shoot at this shopkeeper, trying to like imagine them running as Theo runs. They're about the same speed.
Yeah.
You do a million calculations in your mind and you fire. From your side, Sagan, you watch as this guy turns, looks at the sale, and then goes, wait, no. He puts both guns on you and he says, those prices are too low. And then this railgun fires through the wall and straight into their stomach. They take 6 points of damage.
And there's a hole.
And
How large is the hole in the wall?
it's not terribly large. It really is. It's all
It's a
about having a very
projectile.
tiny. Yeah. We've,
Okay. This is not an explosive device.
when we played the first campaign, we had a lot of talks about railguns. Yeah, it's a very, very small projectile, and that tiny cross section carries a tremendous amount of force.
Sure.
And so, like, you're looking at like a pin-sized hole in that first wall, but where it hits this gray, probably about a quarter, and then probably like the size of a baseball when it exits. As that projectile liquefies and then begins to spin, it carries a pretty good amount of damage. This gray looks pretty hurt, and in surprise, he is going to fire twice at you, Sagan, using his held action.
Oh, he's a gray?
Yeah.
I love grays.
What's a gray?
They're like the classic small alien big heads, like the ones that probe you.
cannon barks again, and Sagan, that is going to be a 28 to hit.
You got me.
There is a loud bark as this is piercing damage.
Oh, that's what it should
6 points of piercing damage from that.
6 points.
Only 6 points of piercing damage.
I'll take it.
Vllaly.
That was only one of my actions.
Yes, it was.
Second action, I want to move up to the hole, peer through it, and then aim at her and shoot.
I love that. Make an attack roll just with the negative that you would take for making multiple attacks.
Okay. No! That's not going to hit.
Total of?
That's going to be a 10 to hit.
A 10 to hit. We have to look at how you're calculating that because that seems really low. Did
It's
you
no,
roll a
I only
one?
have plus. No, I rolled a 5, -5, plus 10 to hit.
Oh, right, because it's your second attack.
Right.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
So you fire, and when you fire the railgun so close to the wall, if it's not perfectly flush, it ricochets. And so all of
Oh,
a sudden,
great.
in this room, you have to duck. Anybody in this space, you have to duck. For you, Nyx, you have to like do amazing acrobatics as this projectile just ricochets like a pinball around this room. The locker is torn to shreds. There is like colorful clothing that falls out, like all kinds of things just ripped apart in this room. The couch decimated. But Vllaly, you miss. Anything else?
Nope, that's my action economy.
All right. Very nice, though. And you now have line of sight to that
There you
store.
go.
That brings us to you, Sagan.
I mean, I get shot by this guy. Fuck! What the fuck?
You can see, as you say that, same exact time, he's holding his stomach and turning around, looking at the wall, going, "What the fuck?" Like,
Just a chain of what the fuck.
absolutely.
Everyone's confused.
So even though I know what's going on, I'm gonna be like, you know what? Fuck it. And I reach out, and for a single action, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on him.
Oh.
Okay.
Just so I can remember what I'm like. What that. What I actually did.
I can look it up for you.
I thought it would
Treat
be a
wounds?
good idea to print on both
Yeah,
sides of
the
the
treat
paper,
wounds.
and it's just harder to find the things. Okay.
Treat wounds is the. You're talking about Mystic Cure.
There, just
Mystic
heal.
Cure, yeah.
I mean, just heal.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, Mystic Cure.
Mystic Cure. Just heal. Oh, it has a range of touch, so I have to actually.
I think you're close enough.
You are?
Okay, yeah. So I reach out, I touch him, and I restore 1d8 hit points.
There you go. Roll that health.
He gets 8 hit points back.
He only took, in all of the damage that he has taken, 6 points of damage. So you lay your hands upon him, and there is this of healing energy. You can see his rain jacket flutters up, very like Studio Ghibli style. This Gray's eyes grow wide. He looks down at himself. He lowers the weapons and he goes, "I'm so sorry. I just get really reactive. We're under attack." And he turns around, he takes one hand and almost tries to like push you behind him, despite the fact that you are probably 3 feet taller, and then begins to like pan across the room. You are now, in his mind, you're like back to back, like surrounded by enemies. You're really just in kind of a smoky start.
Okay. While he's not looking at me, I will then cast Shadow Snap and
What's that?
targeting
Nice.
this lady, Miss Morning.
Miss
Okay.
Alice
Up
Morningstar.
Alice Morningstar, and
Oh, it's a
she will
morning
see.
star.
I mean,
Morning.
you'll see
Yeah, it is
Morning.
morning, yeah.
the shadow around her legs start twisting and congealing, but nothing will happen yet, as it's just sitting there, holding its action.
Okay. So there is a darkness that suddenly begins to just snake underneath this individual. That is your turn, Sagan?
That is my turn.
That brings us to
Tell
all
that
of that.
guy that who's your new buddy that's a fucking hostile, the lady, so you can point his guns to her.
Let someone else do that. I'm not good at talking.
That brings us to the shoppers. So this guy, you have just healed him. He is kind of, so he's going to use one action to move in defense of his new ally,
Shadow stay.
interposing
Aw.
himself between you and the one hostile that he is fully aware of. Monk.
No, wait.
He steps up. You can see he puts one hand on like Sagan's chest, kind of shoves him behind him protectively, holds the other up at you. He's going to use one action to aim and a second action to fire the hand cannon.
Free action, I'm going to say, whoa, don't touch the goods!
No, he's good. Oh.
So as you say that, you go, no. What you say, don't touch the goods, no effect. If anything, he aims even harder.
Good.
But as Sagan says, no, he goes, oh, what? And he holds up his weapon with a natural one. He does not fire. He fully listens to Sagan and just goes, not this guy?
Not that guy.
He turns, looking around, trying to find another target. You can see that he seems very familiar with these two shopkeepers. His guns just completely ignore them as he sweeps this room. And then the big black eyes of this Gray turn, and Vllaly, you lock eyes with this tiny little pinball. And both weapons point towards you, but that is his full turn. For the Vesk, Damn, for this Vesk, who is now...
Shadow snap.
Shit, he ran away. 10, 15, 20, 25. 2 actions to catch up to you. Standing in the doorway, can't get past you, Theo. And so all they're left with is a single attack with this fang blade.
Do we think is the Vesk aware of Vllaly's background, or is he just aware that Miss Morning has threatened her?
I don't know.
Okay.
But they are going to just shout, "Stop!" and swing the fang blade at you, Theo. That is only going to be a 9 to hit. And so just slams it into the steel. The steel tears on the floor, and you just almost like tossed off balance. But that is all of their actions. That brings us to the final one. The Occultist of Urkathoa Vela's Morning. From where they are, they have this darkness underneath them. They're going to chance it.
As soon as they step, the shadow rears up and grabs at their legs.
Okay.
Nice.
And I have to make an attack roll here. Yeah. Ooh, that is going to be a 19.
A 19 to hit.
Yeah.
That is a miss, unfortunately.
Darn.
Well,
This individual with their second skin, just a little bit more armored than most people. These tentacles reach up, snapping around, but just like oil, she slides through. You can see, like almost catching her by one ankle, she grabs onto Monk's shoulder, leaps up with both hands just clawed onto your shoulders, Monk. Both of her feet leave the floor. The tentacles miss completely.
Yeah.
She tucks both knees into your chest, Monk, and she looks at you and she says, "Stop trying." And she spits right in your face, casting web in a 10-foot burst. Do you have a 10-foot burst?
Yeah, it should be in there.
Olive
right here.
loves her. Vllaly hates her.
Not that. No, keep going. It's the last one. It's the last one. Yep, that's it. That's that boy. We can find a better spot for him later, Joe.
I like this spot.
No, I think that's a good. It's out of the way.
I mean, I like it, but it just gotta make it less curved. We can push it out. That's what we'll do.
So it's the 10-foot space that is going to get perfectly you, Monk, you,
Yeah.
Sagan, and this gray.
What is this?
I need all of you to make reflex saving throws, please.
All right.
absolutely. Ooh,
Do we add any?
19. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh yeah,
That's a
here it is.
29.
29 is a success. That's a critical success. Sagan, you are unaffected. You do not need to take another effect as they cast the spell all across Monk, all across the ground, the belongings. There is just sticky Spider-Man white-like webs that just explode in a burst across his face. But Sagan, you are so big, it just kind of snaps off of you. It doesn't really affect
15?
you. 15 is a failure. You have a -10 circumstance penalty to your speed until the start of your next turn. Additionally, as long as you are in this web,
Yep.
you take an additional -5 feet per square, so it's difficult terrain for all intents and purposes.
I know that.
You imagine that you could destroy this web by attacking it, in each square. But this web spreads out across that 10-foot burst.
I'm like right at it.
The gray rolls a natural 1.
Again!
And so a natural 1 on a web is a critical failure. As the web explodes across your new ally, Sagan, it's not that the web is easy to snap away from you. He dives in front of you, going, "No!" And just is by these webs, covers his mouth, his eyes. He's immobilized. He takes a -10 circumstance penalty to his penalties for 1 round, to his speed for 1 round, sorry. And he is like fully immobilized. He can't reach for anything. His guns fall to the ground. Fully immobilized by that web is the gray.
He falls down and goes, "I'll avenge you!"
And at the end of that, Monk, she just like leaps away, kind of landing directly in front of you. She begins to get ready to run again, but that is 2 actions to cast the spell.
Should I move her right here, Joe?
She's 5 feet in front of you.
Okay, so. Bam.
Yeah. And that brings us to Nyx.
Question before you go. Was her dog in melee attack range?
Yes,
Could that have triggered an opportunity attack for her
it could. Do you have a melee attack with Fix?
with Killbot?
Killbot's a ranged attack.
Oh,
Trying to help you out with it.
Yeah,
it might have like a punch or something, like a bite.
I don't think
Yeah.
so.
So unfortunately, I don't think so. But good looking out, and something to think about as you like level up, ways to affect the drone so that they're able to do those things, really helpful. And part of mechanic level ups, I believe, is you do get that. But that is all the shopkeeps. That brings us to you, Nyx.
Okay. I just want to double check if the drone runs after and tries to entangle itself in the cape of Miss Morning. That's one action, right?
If it runs after itself,
Just trying
running
to like
is
entangle her
one thing.
feet, right?
That would probably be like a grapple.
Which is two
Actions. Move and then grapple. It's 2 actions.
What about moving stuff?
Moving stuff. Interact with an
So,
object.
like, I'm going to assume Theo says this in a much faster way. When I'm like, for those of you who watch football and know about zone coverage, there is one exit out of here.
Yeah.
She's trying to escape. Either blocking ways to get out or impeding her is the only way to prevent this
What is
stuff.
this?
I just put that there. That's a reminder for
Okay.
movement.
I'm going to start with Nyx first.
Okay.
So I would like to do my gymnastic skills again up to the top, just to the top of the crate.
So it's 1 action to move around
Yep.
to the hall, and then make your acrobatics check. Again, remembering that it's a really hard thing to do.
You got this, bestie.
Come on, let's go, girl. Let's see
It
it.
would be 21.
21 is not high. You leap to the top and you wedge yourself in. You kind of get at a weird angle and you just slide right up to the top and you stop. You can actually put yourself on top of that blue crate, laying down. You are laying down, like your nose kind of touching the ceiling.
Okay.
And you have to kind of use another action to just shimmy off to the other side.
Okay.
And you can continue your movement from there.
Okay, so I got one more movement, right?
Correct.
One more action. I would like to work my occultism skill because
Okay.
you said she was an occultist, and I would like to try and draw Miss Morning's attention by shouting to the ceiling, which is an inch from my face. Oh, wonderful Urgathoa gods, Mamma Mia! Here we go again! My! How could I resist you?
Yes!
I love that. I love that.
So, not
That's a good
occultism. This is very much, I would say, diplomacy.
Oh.
But I would say take a +6 conditional modifier for your knowledge of occultism, and using Ukathoa in this context, a very smart idea.
Also, ABBA.
Love ABBA.
So 25 total.
Okay,
25
geez.
total.
Sometimes
You
better.
shout this out as she's leaping off of your chest, Monk. She plants 1 foot to run, and she just stumbles for a second as you shout this out. Especially as the word Ukathoa hangs in the air, you can see her lip curls in a smile, and she seems a little bit more uncertain. Anything else?
Well, that's
Yes.
it. That's my last
Okay.
action.
That brings us to Theo.
Going 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Put me there.
2 actions for Infosphere Director, lead by example. I need to recall knowledge check against her. I don't know, like last time we just kind of picked a random skill. I don't know if you want me to do that again.
So what are you trying to do here?
It's part of a feature I have. So I need to make a recall knowledge check to a target within 100 feet of me. If I succeed at identifying the target with recall knowledge, I note all resistances, immunities, or any
Gotcha.
other creature defense that it has.
For this individual, I would say this is probably more on the nose for what Liz was talking about. This is probably an occultism check.
Ooh, I don't think I have that.
Everyone has occultist skill rolls.
I only have a +1.
You
What
can
is
still
Steel
it's
roll?
it's a
Skill
it's an
roll.
occultism check. So
Yeah.
it's
So I'm using a 2. I get another benefit, but I need to make the check first. I only have a +1, so that's only 13. I'm assuming it fails.
that is a failure, but it's close.
Secondary
You
rider.
do. Oh, I didn't bring them down. I have
Hero
the hero
points!
points.
Ah!
Hero
Cheers. Dang it, we got
points.
so close this week. But reminder, you do have your hero points available.
I don't know, with a +1, I don't know if that's worth
Use
it.
it. The session's almost over.
13
You
is
gotta use
13 is close.
it. Do it.
Yeah, fuck it, sure. I'm really wanting this for the other rider effect. Natural 20.
Ah! That was a good one!
Okay. All of a sudden, as you look at this individual, Theo, for you, you are looking at a worshiper of Ukathoa, this individual who speaks of like pleasure and excess and all kinds of things. This person probably doesn't have any innate like resistances or immunities that you could speak of, but almost certainly with the natural 20, this is somebody that pulls in shadow magic from another realm, probably is capable of doing things like dazing all of you, immobilizing you through magical effects, and then ultimately probably has a couple of capabilities that are very mentally damaging. All of that said, you recognize that she has forged a connection, not unlike Sagan's connection to all of you, to this Vesk, and is providing this Vesk as part of that. A little bit of health, but B, a resistance to some magical abilities.
Yeah.
And that seems to be what is fortifying them. I would say with a natural 20, you recognize in this moment followers of Ukuthoa typically wearing second skin armor. Other than that, they also typically carry a knife. You haven't seen it, and so hidden on her body somewhere is that weapon. But more importantly, this is a magical spellcaster. I think the final thing that you would get with that, I'm going to pull up her stat block here. The Sunkerdown. Okay. I think probably... So Vllaly is part of a group of worshippers of Ukuthoa that operate out of a place that you are very familiar with. You know of somebody that works for the organization that this group operates out of the undercrawl of. And I would say with a natural 20, it strikes you that there is probably not a coincidence that you're running into them now.
Okay. Outside of that last part, is talking a free action?
Yeah.
When Theo runs out of here as an action, does his fucking infosphere shit and fucking targets her and identifies the face, and he says all of what you just said right now out loud.
Okay.
So that she can hear it. And my rider effect for using the 2 action is that everyone gets a +1 to attacks on her.
Nice.
Very nice.
Oh, okay.
And furthermore, you can identify her positively as Vllaly Morning. So, anything else, Theo?
That's all my turn.
Fantastic. You can see as she stuttered for a moment, almost kind of convinced to stop previously, that does pause them in their space. That brings us to Monk.
So I was able to get to here with 2 actions, but now with this definitely sticky web, I'm not going to be able to do that. So I'm going to have to use 3 actions to do a move. So I'm going to waste all 3 move actions to get into here.
That's
Okay.
not a waste.
No, it's definitely not a waste. Where would be the most difficult spot on this, Joe? Probably to be.
In terms of like
Blocking.
Probably right up at the top so that you can
Okay, I definitely can make
Sparta
it.
somebody
Push her down.
Yeah, I can definitely make it to the top.
Okay, absolutely. So you clang
And
up
as
these
I
stairs.
run up, I'm just gonna go. You got buy one sale. Everything must go except you.
Okay, you get ready to shove people.
Yep.
That is your turn, Monk.
Yep.
That brings us to the top of the round, and because it's 8 o'clock,
No!
we're going to step away for a quick break before we get to the next round of combat.
You best bet I'm gonna
So it
kill
is 8
that
o'clock.
bitch.
There will be a countdown on your screen. We will be back at the end of it. We will see you then. And with that note,
got a
we
human
are
face, it's
back. So thank you for sticking with us through the break if you did. If not, we are playing Starfinder, and now so are you. Vllaly, we are starting off with you.
Through her little laser hole that's still piping hot with the freshest shot from 6 seconds ago. She's going to aim again, and with this railgun, she's going to shoot at Miss Vllaly.
Let's do it. Come on.
Come on, let's lay her down. Nice. 25 to hit.
25 to hit.
25 to
That
Let's
is
hit.
a
go.
hit. That is
Okay.
absolutely a hit.
Oh, fuck. Can I? I guess
What do you need?
I didn't say I aimed, so I won't add the damage. Okay, here we go. Please be good, because it's not that many. 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. There is another crack. Another hole appears just a little bit lower in the wall. This one glowing red hot. And you can see this individual spins a little bit as that just tears through their thigh. They grunt at this, and for the first time, do not smile through the pain. They're looking pretty hurt. Anything else, Vllaly?
I think Vllaly smirks as she aims again.
You reject me? No, I reject you.
No, I'm not gonna aim. I'm just gonna attack 3 times with this turn. So this is with penalty. Okay. Fuck.
You still have your hero
16,
point.
17. 17 to hit.
That is a miss.
Yeah, we know that misses. Alright, third attack. There's no way that this one's
You got
gonna
this.
hit.
Come on, girl.
Believe in it.
Minus 10, let's
Just believe
go.
in it.
Heart of the cards. Heart of the cards. That's good.
It is pretty good. Dirty 20.
Are you
Plus
adding
1,
Yeah. 'cause
21.
A 21
Yeah.
is a meets it, beats it.
Hell yeah.
Hey!
Every little bit
Got you.
counts.
Let's go.
Wow, okay. Let's get it, Vllaly. 10 points of damage. Max damage.
Very nice. With 10 points of damage, that tears through their side. You can see parts of this kind of like velvet and drapery torn away. They are just wearing this incredibly sleek bodysuit of like custom fitted armor panels, now kind of bent, kind of damaged. She's still trying to run, but she is badly hurt. She is starting to breathe hard. That is all your actions, Vllaly?
She goes, fuck you.
That brings us to you, Sagan. Sagan, there is just the crack of this railgun and these burning hot holes just appearing in the space, spilling light into the shop. You can see the person in front of you taking a bunch of damage. This gray kind of like trying to shield you from these blows. What are you doing?
I see this gray like trying to help me even as he's like bound up, and I go, God damn it! I feel like I'm always cleaning up messes these days. I keep concentration on the shadow snap, so
Nice.
shadows still roil around.
Absolutely.
That'll be one action. Another action will be to move.
You're the 5 penalty.
No.
Oh, it's
Critical
fine.
success
Critical
for
success,
Sagan means no penalty
Can I get
whatsoever.
to here? Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
Yes, you can with a movement
Yeah,
of 30.
okay.
Takes all the spider webs with him
Take it.
and
Just hulking through the spider webs.
just dragging
Nice.
cobwebs.
As you move, this gray reaches out and says, "Let me help you," and just tears the webs away to give you more space to move. And you just, unaffected by this, make your way over. You can see Monk
Thanks,
at the top
pal.
of the stairs. That is 2 actions, I believe.
That's 2 actions, and my last action will be to pull out my cane and just have it charged up and ready to go. She
Okay,
tries
you
to
pull out this
hop
cane.
past me.
Glows. That is your turn, Sagan. That brings us to the shoppers. So this individual is going to attack the webs at their feet. That is a D12. That is what they missed. They are going to hit, and I believe no matter what they roll for damage, it will tear it unless they roll minimum. They roll minimum damage. And so they fire this hand cannon. Little bits of scrap metal just bark across the metal. 2 or 3 filaments are snapped, but firing a shotgun at spiderwebs, maybe not the most effective way to clear them out. You could hear them just shouting, "I can't break free, but I'm coming!" And they're going to use all 10 feet of their movement
Oh my god.
to just try to help Sagan.
This guy is a hero. I must protect this man.
He
That
must
is
protect.
his turn. That brings us to the Vesk.
Yeah, the workers. Yeah.
This Vesk is going to have to just start puffing for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5. So they're going to have to take 2 actions to catch up to you. For you, Theo, you've been kind of running, just keeping ahead of them as they swung this huge fang hammer down. You leapt through the door and they missed. Now they catch up again and just bring this hammer down with every ounce of might that they have. That is going to be person 17 to hit.
No.
And so
Really?
just
Damn.
wide with the fang blade, slams down again. You just skirt underneath his desk and then burst out from beneath. That brings us to this final person here. They're badly hurt is Vllaly Morning. Man, Sagan is right there.
You want to surrender?
You toss her a white flag.
No. So they're going to make an acrobatics check. And they are going to attempt to just jump and slide over that table full of goods. They're not acrobatic.
Okay. They're
This is
still
2
going to be
actions.
Attacked by the shadow.
They
as
are.
try
Oh,
to-
yeah, go for that.
It's a 10. That's going to be 21.
That is going to
Nice.
hit.
All right.
So as they try to leap across this, these shadowy tendrils just wrap around. Does that immobilize them?
Doesn't immobilize them
damage.
unless they get credit, so no.
Okay.
But they do get hit for, that's 9, 13.
Oh, that's good.
And then heightened 1, so if I cast it at level 2, that's heightened 1, right?
I believe so.
Okay, well then it gets another d10.
Whew.
Yeah, and then heightened 2
So
would
that's-
be.
20 points of damage total.
That's right.
20
Holy crow.
points of damage. They have 1 hit point left.
Oh.
56 hit points does this person have. You guys have dealt 55 points of damage. As this rolls across them, as this grabs onto them, they eat shit. They try to dive over this. They rolled a grand total of 4 on that acrobatics check. So between that and these tendrils grabbing their legs and yanking them out from under them, their whole balance just tossed, and their hand and their head slams onto that. That last 10 points of damage, just their face slamming into the table. I'm going to say, with the force of that, this table is broken, just tilted forward. Their face just slammed into the ground. They are prone. They have 1 hit point. And that ends their turn immediately. You can hear just
Don't
this
hear that.
hiss as they suck in breath. You can hear the rattling as broken bones kind of buzz against each other in their chest. They are literally a hit point away. Anything? Oh no, that is their turn.
Survive.
That is all the shoppers. That brings us to Nyx.
What is the HP of the vest?
He hasn't been hit at all.
Yeah.
They're pretty sturdy.
Okay. Let's
No,
try.
I hit him once.
We gotta get him too. We
Yeah.
can't forget about
You've
him.
taken 7 points of damage total.
Yeah.
I think I'm of everybody left to go. Theo and Monk after me. I'm probably the closest with my drone, so I'm gonna do a killbot.
Okay, make your ranged attack with this drone.
What was it? Plus 5?
5.
5.
Yeah.
12 is a miss, unfortunately. Their armor not as good as their compatriot, but still, you are unable to hit the vest.
So that was that 2 actions or 1 action?
Killbot and then attack, 2 actions.
Okay. Can I just try to roll off and block the vest here?
Yeah, you can roll. That's a movement action, so you just kind of roll over, and you are acrobatic enough that you can land on your feet at that very bottom point. You're not blocking the vest. You look up at this individual, a full 2 feet taller than you, but you are in their way. Anything else?
That's it.
That brings us to Theo. Theo, you dodge out of the way of this hammer as it slams into the ground again. Looking up, you can see just this cacophony as this table just shrieks and the support's torn. There's metal flying all over the place, a railgun barking behind you. What are you doing?
And I can't just use movement to get over this right here, right?
No. So before it was two action movement, acrobatics, or you could just move around it. When I was 26 and we started playing this game, I would have argued like you can just run and slide across the table. But now that I'm like almost 40, if it's like this height, there's no way I'm not doing that. That's 4 actions.
And
I don't have enough action to copy to do that.
It's gonna take me 12 seconds to do that.
20, 25. Damn, I really wanted to do something, but I cannot. Son of a beach. I'm gonna just use the rest of the movement to come up here and attempt like an unarmed strike.
Okay.
No, non-lethal.
Oh, you want it?
I want to ask her some things, but also
My
that's metagaming.
my non-lethal is like
We've got the group chat thing.
yeah.
What you doing?
Don't kill him.
He's going to attempt
Vest.
to. What was that?
You can always ask the Vesk.
Yeah. Or she might have
Does he
information
know?
on her too.
Yeah.
Damn. That's a 19 on the die
Oh.
That's
for an unarmed
almost
strike.
almost certainly gonna be a hit. So go ahead, roll damage on that.
All you need is 1.
Oh yeah, no real
I hope
reason to
you
roll
roll
damage
like
on this.
a 1.
Let's do it though, because like, how far into the ground will she go?
That is a 1.
Yay!
That is a 1 + 1.
So you just punch this individual. You just barely get up to them. You are breathing hard. You have used every inch of movement, and it's really almost like a trip, and then like just hammer fist
hammer
on the
fist.
face. It's mostly
Damn.
you catching your weight, but you hit her right in the face. It's just knuckles on nose. You can feel it break before she just hits her head into the concrete, and she is out. That is Vllaly's morning. Anything else, Theo?
That should be all my actions.
Okay. That brings us to Monk. Monk, from the top of the stairs, you see Theo run over, grab the head, and just slam it onto the ground from behind him.
So violent.
I'm
It's one
going
of
to
those situations
cast
where like Theo's
Injury
attacks
Echo,
seem more
60
violent
feet.
than everyone else.
So one more time?
I'm going to cast Injury Echo, 60 feet. from
Okay.
them, perfectly, exactly at 60. And I'm going to say, "Attention, shoppers! This combat is over!" And 17 will DC. And I'm going to merge them with a version of themselves.
16.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm going to merge them with a version of themselves that was in a pie eating contest and they started choking on pie.
Oh my god.
So they slam the hammer
Yeah.
down. They miss Theo. They see Theo go up and just deck this person. They raise the hammer and they just go, no. And there is, for just a moment, pie that just erupts out of their mouth. They force swallow it down. You can see their eyes water. It is just, if you've ever swallowed a way too much air, it's that same sensation, but it's pie that came out of nowhere just into their esophagus. They cough, little bits of this blackberry speckling onto the ground. How much damage is that?
That is 1d8. 1d8 plus 1d8 twice, so 2d8.
So roll. Most spells are just dice damage.
Yes. No, I think it's. It is 1 damage plus 3.
Just 1 damage?
I think so, yeah.
You cast Injury Echo. It's the tiniest little bit of berry.
It's tinnitus.
Oh, it is heightened because it's a cantrip. Cantrips are automatically heightened, so it's another 1d8
Okay.
roll, and that's a 2, so 3 damage. Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
They cough one more time. The last bit of blackberry crumble exiting their throat. They steel themselves. Anything else, Monk?
You can see Monk riding in the air with his quill as he casts a spell. And he's going to cast another spell. I'm going to cast Guidance. That will give +1 to someone. I'm going to give +1.
What's the range on guidance?
Oh, that's a good question.
I believe it's touch.
Is it? 30 feet.
30 feet. There you go.
Um,
That limits your options
yeah.
pretty substantially.
I am going to cast it on Theo.
Okay. Theo,
You
suddenly
get +1
there's
to
just
your
this
attack.
boost of
Or
arcane
perception check or saving throw.
pep that you feel enter your body. Anything else, Monk?
That's all he wrote.
From the top of the stairs, you direct your magic down. That brings us to the top of the round to Vllaly.
Big
Vllaly,
B.
she just watched on the head. So she takes her railgun, still spying through the spy hole, lines it up at this vest.
I would say, from where you are standing to
Probably
hit
got
this
cover.
vest, you're trying to shoot the railgun through like the solid wall all the way through.
Yeah, you gotta move out.
I can't move out of there.
I believe in you.
Or you ricochet it.
There is a skill to do
Yeah,
that.
and there's like a whole weapon fusion for that. I'm gonna hold my turn.
Okay. 4. You're just holding your turn.
What does
I'm
that
gonna-
mean? Like you just don't move?
Well, in this game, it's delay.
You can delay
Okay.
your turn in initiative.
For when he gets close enough in my line of sight for me to shoot.
Okay.
He did just see me whack his boss, so I don't know.
So that brings us then to Sagan.
Okay. Sagan is gonna. Sagan was standing here. The Valence collapsed in front of her, and then Theo dove in front of it, dove on her,
Like a
tackled her.
downward-facing punch. Yeah.
He's just standing over there, still holding the cane. Looks up at the Vesk and goes, "I think that was your boss. You wanna call it here, or you wanna fight a little bit more?" She's still breathing.
Yeah. As an action, make an intimidation check.
I'm super bad at that. It's an 11.
With an 11, you point down at them. They look over at you. They're still like scanning the whole room. There's so much going on. You feel like that doesn't really make an impact on them.
Okay, that's fine.
Intimidating a Vesk is hard too.
Yes.
One action, right?
Vesk
That was one action.
One action.
If you intimidate me, I'll intimidate you back.
Well, I see he's still like holding up his weapon. I just go, "Nah." I think you're a really horrible employee, and I'm gonna cast Mind Skewer on him.
Okay.
Emotional damage.
So he's going to have to make a will save.
15.
He fails. So all of a sudden, he starts feeling all of the times that he's let down Valence over and over again. And then that sort of compounds with all the times that he's not been a great cultist of Urgotha, and just keeps coming and coming. And he's going to take 46 mental damage.
46?
46.
Damn.
8. 12. I get 4 help every time. Okay. 18. 18 points
Damn,
of mental
guys.
damage.
Very nice.
No,
Much
change
more
the
than the
mark.
1 point of damage. Tremendous. You pour this mental damage into him. As you do this, you get the sense that they're actually not a follower of Ugutho. In fact, out loud for anybody near them, you can hear they slightly lower their weapon. You can see their nose starts bleeding slightly, and almost absent-mindedly they say, "I never believed. I only believed in myself." The hammer kind of hangs in one hand at their side. They're like a little dazed by that. Anything else, Sagan?
That is it for me.
Okay. They're starting to look pretty hurt, is this Vesk. That brings us to said Vesk. So, actually, first, dropping his hand cannons and pulling out a knife, he cuts his way through the webs. And using an action, he's going to catch up to you, Sagan. He holds his knife in a reverse grip and looking around,
I think we got it. I think we're gonna be okay.
He takes the knife, he slides the blade so that it's gripped for throwing, and he points at Thea. And he says, "Do you know this guy?"
I know that guy.
He slides his hand over, points directly over at where you can see Nyx. "Do you know that guy?"
I know that guy.
They tilt their arms over all the way up to the top of the stairs. "Do you know that guy?"
The top of the state.
It's a monk.
Yeah, I know that guy.
"Well, fuck." And he sheathes his knife. That is an action.
This guy just wants to fight.
That is his
Wants to
turn.
protect
That brings
his
us
savior.
to the Vesk.
This guy is my friend for life. I will protect him to the end of my days.
What was that ooze that was really good friends with Spice?
Move and leap.
Clog, yeah. Hardcore clog vibes.
And then with their remaining action, so they run up, they use this counter as like a stepping stool. They use another action to just leap. They hold this hammer in two hands over from this kind of ceiling light, just briefly blocked out for you, Theo. This just comes swinging down from over top as they take the single attack. That is going to be a 17 to hit.
Nope.
And it just slams down behind you, missing you by an inch. The whole floor tilts backwards. But that is all that he can do. That
I would
brings
like
us.
to resolve my
yes.
turn.
Yes. They are now in your sight range.
Aim, first action, second action, railgun, pew pew! For a 23 to hit.
23 is a hit.
Okay, let's go, Vllaly. Max damage again. Minimum damage for 4 points.
4 points of damage. That hits them, and you can hear them grunt as their whole body kind of shifted mid-leap.
Second attack. 23.
23 is still a hit.
Oh my god. Second to minimum damage for a 2?
You hit them again.
God,
This
my rolls
rail just
tonight.
tracing
God.
across their shin, just barely drawing blood. That is your turn. That was held, Vllaly.
Yep.
That brings us to Nyx.
All right. So I, for my first action, move so that I'm immediately behind the Vesk. Right here.
Okay.
And then I climb on top of him because I wanna sit on him like we're in a pool fighting chicken.
Yeah.
What is it? Chicken legs?
Chicken, yeah.
Chicken.
Okay.
And cover his eyes.
Okay.
Ah, I love that.
Blinded.
This is a grapple. So this is an athletics check against their athletics.
Could I argue for it to be acrobatics?
No, because you're grappling them. You're like trying to hold them and cover their eyes. So you can climb up them, no problem. This is about whether or not you're able to stay there.
I love that. Thank you.
Okay. Can I add, which would be an additional action, a nanite surge, which would give me 2 skill?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you certainly can.
All right, so +2, +1. Okay, 14.
15, 16, 17.
17
Oh.
total.
17.
17?
17 total. Oh, hang on one sec. I didn't do this math. 12 athletics. What is your strength score?
1?
They are just able to just outmaneuver you. You grab them, not using strength, but really using the angles of your body to sort of lock this Vesk up. But they are strong, and they are able to just muscle you away. You are not able to climb them and block their eyes. You kind of land directly in front of you, and they kind of turn, this huge hammer towering over you. They growl at you, and you get the sense that you have their attention. That is your turn, Nyx.
Yeah, and I actually thought that you were talking about extra damage points that you gave me, so I failed anyways.
Yes. But that is your turn, Nyx. That brings us to Thea.
This Vesk doesn't seem like he cares if she's dead or alive. He's like, I'm fighting for myself. Yeah, that's what he was
It
saying.
hasn't really slowed down, and that
Survival.
potentially, yeah.
Okay. Theo will, because this guy was swinging with his scythe, he didn't close within 5 feet of me, right?
Correct.
Okay. Theo's gonna risk it for the biscuit, and he's not gonna move. Theo will use an action to unholster his laser pistol and 2 actions for get him. So +1 for everybody for attacks towards this guy, and I get an attack. Just
Fantastic.
Nice.
So
Then you get a +1
point
from
this
me.
weapon, get him. You get that +1.
okay. Let's
So
see here.
it's +2 for all of us after this?
Everyone gets a +1. I get a +2 because he gave me.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
for one person.
That is a 23 with all of the riders.
23 is a hit.
Fantastic. For just 3 damage.
Just 3 points of damage. This Vesk is big, but you guys are chipping away at their health, and they are starting to look kind of rough. With that particular strike, they sink a little bit on their legs, but still they surge forwards. Anything else, Theo?
So that's all my.
Alrighty, that brings us to Monk.
I'm going to do my same spell of Injury Echo.
Okay.
I'm going to combine him with himself on his birthday, and he gets a little too close to the candles and he burns himself.
That is a 20.
He misses.
And so
Yeah, he passes.
no damage taken. Just for a moment, you can see there is just like a firelight that flickers across their face, but nothing
And
more.
he's just going to say, "Stop! Shop and roll!"
Nice.
Okay,
God.
you do that. That is a free action, unfortunately.
Theo might have something.
And that,
Yeah.
Well, he
I have
catches
a
on
quick-
fire. That's what you got to do.
I have a quick additional.
Yep.
The 2 action thing I forgot. I had my charisma modifier. on top of
Excellent.
that.
How
So that's
much-
an extra
And-
3.
extra 3. Okay.
I cast guidance on let's say this time it is on I'll do Theo again, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Theo again with that guidance. That brings us to the very top of the round and to Vllaly. You have fired now, unloading 7 shots of this railgun into the store. There's smoke just rising up in this room. You've actually almost started a friction fire on this wall at this point.
Is the hole big enough that I can go through it yet?
No. I would say, though, at this point, you could probably make an athletics check. It's a pretty high DC still to try to
like,
just
take it
tear
down.
through. Almost like it's like a perforated wall.
Oh,
Is
nice.
there a limited amount of bullets that a railgun has?
There are.
Yes, 15.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna keep going. Aim and shoot.
Okay.
No?
16, 17 to hit.
That is a miss, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can't aim, but I'll shoot again. God. -5.
That is,
yourself.
was that a natural one?
No, it's
Okay.
3.
That is a huge miss. You just shoot, and it ricochets, almost just going between Theo's legs. Very close to a disaster, but you miss. Anything else, Vllaly?
Everything I can do.
All right. You stand in this room full of smoke. There are like little cartridges from each of these rails that kind of drops onto the ground. You have created like a little nest in this space. But that is your turn. That brings us to Sagan.
Sagan is feeling like this is pretty darn pointless. He just wants to hang out with his new buddy. Yeah. There's not much I can. You know what? I'm just gonna draw my pistol and shoot at this guy.
Okay. Make your attack roll.
It is super great. Ooh, that's a crit.
Oh, hell yeah! Nice!
20?
You're like,
Oh my
I just want
God.
to hang out with my friend.
I
You
just-
pull out your gun, make roll damage, and double the damage on the dice.
Okay, it's 1d6. That is 8 damage.
8 points of damage. That's with everything doubled?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's real simple. My little laser pistol.
They have 3 points of health left. As you fire this weapon,
Fire it again.
it cracks through the space. There is a smell of ozone, and you can hear him grunt. He sinks down to one knee. He throws this hammer down, and he shouts out, "I yield!" and raises his hands.
Cool.
Oh, wow.
I'm done. I holster my weapon.
You holster your weapon.
I'm like, I start talking to the gray. I'm like, hey, buddy.
That is his turn, technically. So, is there anything that anybody wants to do before dropping out of initiative?
Vllaly will try to shoot him.
Make an attack.
Oh my god! I turn around and you try to murder the man.
Yeah, you yielded.
I mean, we might have to kill witnesses.
Honestly, yeah, I feel like you're not gonna get both of them alive.
Oh my god! 18? This I gotta go to dice jail.
18 is a miss still.
Okay, well, is he gonna keep going?
Would you
This
have-
is so embarrassing.
In initiative order, though, after him, it would have been Nyx and then Theo,
You
right?
Correct.
Too, from
No,
If-
because
I was gonna say, Theo out loud, or maybe like in the mind link, would have said on his turn, "We're not taking them both alive,"
okay,
and he would have used.
Yeah.
I've been waiting to set this shit up the entire thing.
Dave.
I want to use an action to do get 'em for one action, which gives a +1,
Okay.
and then
19.
a second and third action using Infosphere Director to do the same thing I did with the first guy, which would make me roll a recall knowledge. However,
Roll your recall knowledge.
you get
check.
+1.
not high. What skill am I using?
I would say for this, this could be corporate lore.
Oh, well, in that case, it's not that bad. That is an 18.
With an 18, as you use that ability, you know that this Vesk is from the Hydro Star clan. They're an individual or a group of individuals who are kind of bonded through to Aquadyne, not to like any particular shop or anything like that. You recognize that you are looking at what is more of like an elite rent-a-cop, not somebody who is probably part of a religious organization or even really necessarily tied to this location.
Okay.
So somebody who probably doesn't know what is happening here, and you know all that.
Because I used 2 actions, that's another +1. So
With
now
another +1,
that's
that
+2.
is a hit.
There you go.
Hell yeah!
So
That's
go ahead.
right.
I just set up a +2. Now I know how to do +2s now.
Okay.
So I was like, oh my
I'm glad
god.
I wanted
Thank
this person
you.
to die as
Go ahead
well.
and roll damage.
I'm gonna throw this dice into the trash because I've been rolling literally 1s, 2s, 3s. That's why I haven't been rolling 1s, but 2s, 3s, 5s. 6. Oops. So that's 9 points on the first attack.
Olive, tell us how it happened.
All right.
It's silent. You just see. Or actually, maybe it's not. She like the final hole goes through the wall here. Just goes through his skull out the other side, and then the wall just over as it
I love
finally perforates totally to the ground.
Absolutely. There is this absolute just crack as this lets out, and you can hear with this perfect shot, you split this Vesk's skull just straight through the middle. The head pops like a wet melon, and you are all out of initiative for good. You can see this gray, kind of dressed in the yellow rain slicker, knife still in hand, about to throw it, kind of unsure of what to do. They sheath that as well. And you are all out of initiative.
So I've turned to the gray. I'm like, I'm sorry about all that. I mean, we're not really violent people. Splatter.
I mean, they weren't part of the sales anyway, so
That's true. That's
it's not
true.
really my business.
You know what? Not a big deal. It's not a big deal. This is my mess to clean up.
No, it's my mess to clean up.
No,
I'm-
no. Look, we're friends now. We're good. We're good.
And he says, well, I work for a group that has some interests in the deals that are happening here. I have to catalog all of this now. And he takes out like a little data pad, and I will say for free, he kind of like sidles up and he shows you, he pops it open, and you can see all of the branding on this is LedgerCore.
LedgerCore.
And he says, you see, there's like a little bit of a situation with the inventory in this shop.
Oh, yeah.
So I need to make sure that everything is accounted for. We think there's smuggling happening here.
I hear all this and I Theo just hears fuck. What do I do?
So,
what do I do? What? Fuck.
I normally would just need to run all of you guys, just standard LedgerCore procedure, but like, are you guys all with this guy?
No.
Yes,
What-
we're all together.
what
all
was
of
the-
us are together.
Why don't you guys just get out of here, okay? Just save all of us a little paperwork. And you know what? He goes over to one of the desks and he goes, he picks out a stun grenade and just gives it to you, Sagan, and says, just thank you for all of your help.
Yeah.
Ledger Core appreciates
Are
you.
there any cameras in the shop?
Make a perception check.
16 plus. Oh, what would it be?
Perception is on the
Oh, there.
top
So
right.
26.
There are
Nice.
3 that are in the shop. 2 that you can see right from where you are up front. 1 kind of trained at the front door. 1 that's trained on like the door going to the back. But as you kind of like scooted over the top of this space and kind of went on the other side, there was 1 pointed down at the still as well. So 3 cameras in total that you've seen so far. And you feel pretty confident that unless there's like some elite kind of operation happening here, and as you hear this individual mention Ledger Core is the kind of organization that would have access to that kind of technology. Probably just 3 cameras.
Yeah, I've been thinking like maybe we should pull what we did at the warehouse and try to wipe the cameras.
Are you saying this mentally to everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Aye,
I have a bad idea to try to do that. When we
We're both.
came around
I
here,
think the 3 of us are hackers too.
I'm just gonna be like, look, let's just take this guy's offer. Let's just get the fuck
Yeah,
out of
yes,
here.
no,
Let's just
that's-
get
yeah,
the
that's
fuck out of here.
so that's what I mean. Is like
Yeah.
I want to do what you're saying, but this guy is still here,
Mhm.
and that's where it gets like we can't say like, hey man, can we like wipe the footage real quick while you're here, like taking accountability. No, I'm not gonna fuck this over like that. I'm not gonna do anything. I want to reach down though and search her body for that knife that I thought that she probably has on her.
Sure, make a perception check.
That would be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Let me find her. Okay. As you reach down, there is on her body, you kind of like have to go through, and on her thigh, in a quick slip sheath, there is not just a knife, but a 0 knife. This knife, it just looks like a hilt. At first, you think maybe it's broken, but this is sort of the futuristic version of a switchblade. There is a button that when you activate it, it just almost instantly creates a frozen kind of ice blade that can break off in a body. Very, very useful for making it hard to track down the source of a wound. But this is a 0 knife, I believe level 3 or 4. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Okay.
I'll go back and I'll take a look.
Mentally, as Theo gets
Level
down,
4.
level 4 0 knife. That's
Yep.
what it is. Mentally, as Theo bends down to like search his body, and he's hearing Sagan like
Fuck,
bro.
fuck, 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 fuck,
Yeah,
fuck,
we're trying to like get you out of here. Theo is going to say, like I guess to the group, do you want me to try to finesse him to let us stay for a few more minutes? And he's going
No.
to specifically say, you're out of ammunition for your gun, right? You're more than 2/3 of the way down in the magazine.
Yep.
And who else? Because I don't have any ammunition for that cased pistol.
Okay. Then
Do you-
yes, I think we should stall for a single round.
No, fuck. So
Why?
you're just hear me being like, no, fuck, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. It's
Why?
Ledger Core.
Do we
Yeah.
know that
Yeah.
you have okay, so
Yeah,
we do know?
you know that I'm in debt to Ledger Core pretty badly.
Okay.
So if
they
we're
do
gonna
have to-
stay, I think we should also then hack. And
Well,
then
No, he's
Right?
saying he needs to get out of here.
Yeah, he needs to get out of
He's
here.
having a panic attack.
So all of this
Theo-
happens in like an instant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Theo
at
will-
this point, I'm just like, hey, thanks, man. Thank you so much. I will never forget this. What's your name?
And you're talking to the...
To the
Guy.
To the gray?
To the gray.
1 second. You can just call me Jurgelblung.
Jurgelblunk?
Jurgelblung. It's a pretty classic gray name.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
From the-
John.
Yeah. From the, from the upper side Jurgelblungs. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Charisma.
The Upper West
The Upper
Side.
West Side girl lungs.
Hang on 1 second. I gotta see if
Extremely charismatic.
Sorry, I forgot all of my geography here.
Let's record. I mean the Southwest, but you've heard of us?
Yeah. You guys do great work. Look, listen, I really will never forget. It's starting to get a little weird.
But Theo is telling you mentally, pretend you're having a panic attack, even though you actually are having one, and say you need to get some air outside.
I gotta go get some air, and you see me just like stumble outside.
He stops you for just a second. He grabs your sleeve and just goes, "You think my dad did great work?
I think you do great work.
Good save. Good save.
That means a lot. Thank you. What's your name?"
Oh God.
Big V.
I'm also Big V.
Paranda Measley.
Random
Gotta say
measly.
something.
Did
Saying
you
what he's
hear our
saying.
prior sessions? Her covers out Paranda Measley.
Miranda Presley from
Paranda
And-
Measley.
yeah,
and you have-
Devil's Product.
You should have on your person something related to
Axiom Relay
Axiom Relay
ID.
Okay, yeah.
some ID from a party, and just
Yeah, I'll say that you prompt me for that, and I go, Paranda Measley.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's Circassian, huh?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Well, Paranda, if you're ever in LedgerCore and you need a little bit of help, he takes out a little LedgerCore card. He is with the secret shoppers of LedgerCore.
Yeah.
And he passes it over to you.
Oh wow. This is amazing.
Just let me know. Happy to help you, show you around. I can help you steer clear of a couple. You don't want to rack up debt there. Trust
Yeah.
me.
I know. Yeah. No, I want to stay just perfect with Ledger.
Good. Smart. I like you.
I like you too.
And
At this point, I stumble out.
yeah, Theo is gonna try to find a social opening as he's seeing Sagan fucking start sweating bullets, and Theo will also pull out his
Corporate ID.
his corporate ID, and just kind of excuse me, real quick. I know that you have to take inventory. However, all of us here were actually here on a sponsor, and obviously this person, and he's gonna point to this fucking limp body of Miss Morning. Our sponsor actually had 10,000 credit. What's the word I'm looking for? Retainer for us to buy supplies here. So I don't know how this is going to work out. We kind of still need to purchase supplies.
You're in luck.
No.
He takes out his little data pad. All right. 10,000 credits. Pull them out now. I just have to mark it out of the inventory just because we're doing the full inventory. Right now,
Oh, fucking hell.
He's asking us to take out credits.
He's saying just take 10,000 credits worth of stuff. He's going to log it as part of his inventory right now.
Oh.
And you guys can go.
So while they're having that conversation, Vllaly wants to already be behind the counter.
So very technically, Vllaly, they haven't seen you. You're in the back room, I believe.
Yeah, so I want to try...
You're in a room that is full of smoke from your railgun.
Yeah.
These holes are kind of just beginning to go down to this dull cherry red. There are these lockers, most of them kind of shredded up in front of you, little fabric scraps all over the place. What are you doing?
Is there any storage back there? Are there any,
there's lockers and shit.
Yeah.
You shot
Where?
through a lot of them.
Where?
stuff in there? Pocket?
Well, what's more important to me is she's gonna crawl on the ground, and I'm imagining the counter there. She's gonna be looking at, hopefully, the Hardlight series armor, freebooter armor, or let's say, or the skip shop pistol. I wanna grab as many things before I get seen as I can.
Okay.
I mean, you're allowed
this is also
Yeah, but I want to get things before that.
so yeah, so this is really your attempt. Make a stealth check.
Yes, thank you. That is what I'm trying to do.
And this is you kind of behind the scenes while this is all happening, trying to see what you can get away with before you're sort of, I don't know if you guys, when you were kids, you had this, but when I was a kid, you could win at Toys R Us. You were set free for like a certain number of minutes, and whatever you fit into your cart, you got to go home with.
I remember
This
those.
This is what you are doing right now, but up to 10,000 credits. They have like a spending limit that they're marking you off on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my hero point to reroll.
Okay.
Come on, can I roll above a 5 this entire session, please? Oh, natural 19.
Nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
Plus, so that'll be a 27.
You sneak back there quietly in the smoke, reaching through and rummaging through what is remaining of the inventory. You can add a tactical skip shot pistol, which is level 1, to your inventory.
Skip shot.
You said what was the total of that roll?
27.
And more impressively than that, you find amongst this stuff an advanced skip shot pistol.
Ooh.
This is level 6. This allows bullets to basically skip through space through teleportation. So if you were here, you could shoot at the wall, and instead of making a little hole, you could literally hit somebody.
Oh
on the
wow,
other
that's
side.
cool.
They're pretty cool.
Take it.
Yeah, so she'll sneak that, but then she wants to stay hidden.
Okay.
So she's not gonna make herself known to.
Are you communicating it with us at all, or no?
Yeah,
I'm
she's
trying
like, do, going shopping for free, do.
Yeah, at that point, then like Theo will guess that using oh, she's behind me, obviously. Theo kind of adjusts himself to where he's at one of the shopping areas that's so he doesn't have a view of where Vllaly is.
Okay.
And just say, yeah, all right, team. So, y'all know the job. I guess, figure out what kind of supplies we're looking for. I'm probably gonna need to get some ammunition, and he's kind of I'm using a lot of words to buy fucking time. Yeah.
And this guy, especially as far as Sagan is concerned, very helpful to all of you. So it was bullets. He's oh, for what? Nice. Cestus pistol? Great model. Actually, my brother uses something similar. Hang on. And he goes over and gets some bullets and hands you a box of them.
Thank you. You're very helpful.
Vllaly's
marking it off on his tablet.
Yeah.
You as he takes the bullet, he turns around and you see Vllaly pull a pistol from the other side of the doorway. Very much helping in this moment.
Awesome. I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna see if I can find any armor. I know there's a freebooter armor.
There is
somewhere around.
freebooter armor that is available right
I'm
here.
gonna grab that.
Absolutely.
What's the freebooter armor?
Freebooter armor, I believe, is only level 1, but let me take a look.
I had level 3.
Hard light
Oh, can I get the hard light
series,
4
level
then?
4, yeah.
Hard light's level 4. You can get the hard light
I'll get
armor. I
that
believe
then.
that's pretty expensive.
It is.
Hard light series, level 4. You are looking at...
Do you want? I feel like this is the time to
I think there was a cloak or something that was talked about.
So I have some notes.
a stealth cloak or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a disguise coat.
But
That's
I
all I
think it was 4,000, which was
Yeah, it's
too
a
much.
level 10.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, level 0. I'm just.
Find something cheaper. That's also a stealth cloak of some sort of coat.
There is no level 4 hard light series, Joe.
I think I was wrong there. Then the hard light series is... So the freebooter armor
I have level 3.
is... tactical, which is level 5. Hard light armor... I hate the 2E Hephaestus interface is not great yet. The hard light is commercial, which is, I believe, level 3, unless maybe it's just something in their profiles allowing them to up-level it.
Okay, so I will...
I'll double-check that. But it's somewhere in that 3 to 5 range.
I will take the tactical freebooter armor.
How much is that?
I'm trying to find that.
So with 2 sets of armor, I believe at the moment you guys are at 6,800 credits.
Okay.
How much is that stealth cloak?
Stealth cloak?
Stealth coat.
Well, you said it was a coat. I would like a cloak. That would be
I
cool.
cannot. This is hard.
You're Goblong. I'm wondering if there's. Do you have anything
Do you
more
stealth capabilities?
what's the word? Affordable. like a Temu version of stealth coat?
He kind of pulls up the inventory. He looks through it and then sort of goes, there's hidden inventory. I can look, kind of go through it, and their eyes light up and they go, oh, this is where the credits are going. There's no stealth things here, but... And they turn the pad over to Sagan, just showing Sagan this.
I'm still here.
You're still there. He walked out.
Oh, did you walk out?
Yeah,
I did
he
walk
walked
out.
out.
I walked
He
out.
said he needed to still
So
get
they
some
just
air.
turn this around to all of you, and you see a veritable menu of narcotics pop up. You see
Whoa,
blue
we
Winnis, you see
found
rapture
it.
dust, drow poison. You can see something called shiver, all kinds of things here. And he nods and just says, looks like they were doing a pretty good secondary business without a license. And they just begin to like type up a bunch of other things. But then they look back at you and go, sorry, no stealth.
Okay. Do you have any like suits like you're wearing?
So you remember I don't work here. I'm an auditor.
Yeah, that's true.
But no, I think your allies have kind of bought out all the armor. There's a lot of weapons here.
No, like a it's almost like a gas mask suit. I'm just looking to like my appearance is really frightening to children. And
Hollow skin.
They just like completely agree with you.
yeah, I just want to be more of a delight towards strangers that I meet.
So my advice to you would be to maybe just get new skin. Just the whole thing. Redo it. They make all kinds of skin that can allow you to phase through stuff. I mean, it's functional too. Not just about appearances, but the appearance would be a big part of it for you.
The appearance is a big part of me, though.
Right, and this would make it a good part.
I'll think on it. I'm gonna go check out my friend.
Well, where are you headed? I mean, I might know somebody that could help you out.
Well, I was walking I'm kind of to redirect the convo and say, I was walking the street the other day, and when I run my errands, this is what I'm worried about. Like a child thought I looked like poop, and another day, people saw me on the other side of the sidewalk, and they were so frightened by my Joker-like face. So that's what I'm talking about. York Lawn.
They nod and they go, that sucks. I'm sorry that they called you shitty. Look, I want to help you. I can't. I'm an auditor. I don't have the skills necessary to respectfully fix this. But I have a friend, Kleisterhall. He works over in the Aquadine territory, if you're headed in that direction. It's a place called the Brine and Bone. It's a cybernetics parlor, and they could help you out.
Okay.
And if you just mention my name, you'll get a discount.
Okay. I've clocked it in my head. I really appreciate you, York Long. As Theo said, no, as our big tall friend Perenda Mesley said, the work you do is just phenomenal.
And thankless. So I appreciate the thanks.
Yeah.
Just don't get freaked out when you go there. For some people, I think for you it'll be fine, but if you're going with the rest of your friends, people that get squeamish don't do the best there.
Mm-hmm. No worries.
Do not.
All right, I'm gonna go outside and check on Brenda Mesley.
Okay.
Are there any other sets of armor, or are we kind of cleaned out?
You've cleaned out the armor. There's just weapons, and now apparently
Cestus
drugs.
pistol, sting pistol, alive, silent.
You bought the Cestus pistol, I believe.
Oh, we have that? Okay.
Yeah, I grabbed it.
Although your credits refreshed, they would show you the inventory, which when you're looking at, you still have 3,200 credits. You could...
Is there any healing items, grenades?
Maybe buy the drugs.
There are stun grenades.
Those would be good. Who put the original stun grenade in their inventory?
The Sagan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, how much are the stun grenades?
I believe they are 100 credits each.
Okay. If we buy 2 of them, that puts that an even 7,000, so that gives us...
There you go, 3,000 left.
Yeah.
And then for 3,000, he would kind of pull this inventory up for you. You could get a tactical battle axe. You could get a graviton pistol. You could get a sting pistol. You could probably also get
That's the one that passes, that doesn't show up on metal detectors, right?
Correct.
Damn. Yeah, kind of. Can I
You
get?
want the
can I buy
sting
Can I get the
pistol?
sting
Okay,
pistol?
yeah.
You get the sting pistol, and with the remaining, 200 credits, I would say you guys can get enough ammunition to not have to worry about it for a little bit for the rest of your weapons.
Okay.
So really kind of using that to restock for this mission.
Yeah. Damn.
He checks off all of this stuff, kind of whistling, and says, "Wow, you guys are really getting equipped. Where are you going?"
Well, and Theo does the kind of you know what? You actually were a really big help. So Axiom Relay kind of has some business to do with Aquadyne. We're heading that way, and we were at a rest stop, and apparently somebody somewhere lost some kind of cargo that they were hauling, and it was a value to a deal that Aquadyne and Axiom were planning to get through, so we got sent this way.
So you told the truth?
It's a
Part of the
truth they should
truth.
lie.
Okay.
It's easier to lie when you lace in bits of truth.
Okay.
Oh, I heard about that. That was in Aquadyne territory. Vllaly Lane. Everything is kind of blocked off around there, and kind of the gangs fighting, and they don't really send any kind of enforcement down there unless they really need to. Something about the radiation, I think.
Theo does one of he's trying to act like the corporate guy who's trying to be your friend.
Yeah.
I can't say, if anything, I might have said too much, but I think that in the same way that your work goes unthanked a lot, sometimes, and maybe this is just junior management that gets stuck with all the shitty work, sometimes our work goes really unthanked too, but I don't know. It's just I feel like we gotta kind of watch out for each other sometimes. I know we work for different groups, but you recognize hard work when you see it, so.
They nod. Make a diplomacy check.
Wow, this guy's getting flattered to hell.
With my diplomacy, that is going to be 17.
Okay. He nods at you. He leans in and he says, "I couldn't have said it better myself. I feel like a lot of times I go sometimes to 3 territories in a week, and I'm auditing businesses, I'm pulling out inventory.
Yeah.
It's a lot of physical work too. It's not just counting numbers like everybody thinks. I appreciate that. And I know a little bit about what's going on. And from what it's worth, if you're going to try to recover it as well, none of the limbs have started crawling out yet. So I think everything is still where it's supposed to be."
All right, well, that's good. That, makes it easier. And he kind of reaches over to shake his hand,
Shakes his
appreciate
hand.
it.
He just goes, "I just can't figure out what Axiom Relay is doing with a bunch of cybernetics, but
For some reason, if you don't have a C in front of your title, they never want to tell you anything.
Yeah, no, hey,
Compartmentalization.
I hear it. Anyways, you guys should get going. At some point, they're going to send somebody to come investigate this, and I want to have my paperwork done by then.
Will do.
It was good meeting all of you. He looks around. You can see, based on his eye line, looking for Sagan, you can see he kind of deflates a little bit.
Aww.
He's squeamish.
He just seemed really cool. Hey, just let him know if he ever wants to go shopping in Ledger Core. Be happy to show him some good deals.
Oh, that brand.
Nods.
I'll let Miranda
And
know.
you all can make your way to the
Miranda.
stairs.
Random
For you, Vllaly, you can kind of slide out during this conversation. Theo keeps them distracted very, very effectively. And the rest of you, if you wish, could make your way to join Sagan up at the top.
Oh,
Sagan, you make your way out earlier than the rest of everybody else.
What? Nixon Fixer with him too.
Yeah, when everyone comes out, you'll see I've found some shadows somewhere and a paper bag that I'm breathing into. I'm seriously having I was seriously having a panic attack there.
Buck up!
And there's a lot happening. The people who have all fled out into the streets are talking. You can see out in the corner, somebody has set up a little ring light. They're back to a wall and they're saying, "And the attack just took place. I survived." They're already people shooting videos about it and stuff. So very quickly this is becoming kind of a scene. all of you trying to keep a low profile probably want to make yourselves pretty scarce.
Yeah.
So how are you doing so?
I would like to, as we walk out, right, so it's already started to become, like, crowded, right, with lights and shit.
Yes, it is.
Theo, quite frankly, just wants to kind of, like, walk to the right and try to blend in, specifically using my face in the crowd feature to allow me to blend in with the crowd.
Are you heading back in the direction of where the driver is waiting for you guys?
I feel like...
I think we can take a scattered route to get to him. In
Like,
case
so-
we're getting trailed.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Who's leading this route?
I feel like Theo could, like, whoa, excuse me, hey man, it's crazy out here. Wow, I need to get
Absolutely.
back to work.
So make that check for disappearing into the crowd, and everybody gains the benefit of this check.
As we're doing so, I'm going to pull up my makeup kit. And can I do a perception check to just stealthily look behind us to see if someone's following us?
Yeah, absolutely you can. Take a +2 conditional modifier.
Got some spy moves.
17.
17.
That's an 18 plus 5 is a 23 plus what? 2?
+2.
So 27.
Okay. So first,
Wait,
No, wait,
23.
no, plus 23. Yeah, so I had my math wrong.
25.
I'm
Sorry,
bad
my
at
math's
math.
wrong.
For you lead this group through this kind of gathering crowd. People kind of rushing up to see what's happened, but you all move away. You kind of find your way into the back alleys. You can see that like cameras along the way, kind of training to focus on what has just happened. You all just kind of slipping this net very narrowly. You make your way into these kind of alleyways, and slowly, Monk, you keeping your eyes behind you, you do not notice that you are being followed.
Okay.
Can I whisper into the ears as we walk past people? It's almost like they hear a whisper in the wind after we've walked past them. I heard it was a jilted lover, and he killed his girlfriend because she was cheating on him.
Make a deception
That's
check.
awesome.
I hope Melody Mouse gets the flag for this.
We'll call this,
Use a hero point. Reroll that.
Oh yeah, okay.
We'll call this creating a diversion.
So what is it? Deception?
Yeah.
Oh.
Can anybody give me their hero point?
What's a pool?
I think we should make it a house rule that you can gift hero.
You
No, it
can.
is.
You
It's
can.
full.
They're
Oh,
you
physical.
can?
They're physical tokens, so you can hand
Yeah.
them over.
I mean, I
I
already
will
used
give you
mine.
my
but-
hero point.
Okay.
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 Wow. Okay.
So 17 minus what was it? Wait. Deception? Yeah, minus 1, 16.
16.
What? You have minus deception?
You're doing a lot of deceiving for someone.
As
Minus
you kind of
deception.
walk around, you whisper these things into the ears, but you do it. You're very excited by this prospect, so you like keep to yourself. You keep to yourself. You see like a slightly shorter, like yellow individual walking by a Farron, and you just kind of go, "I heard it was a jilted lover," smiling, like your eyes bulging. You can hear him just go, "Oh fuck!" Gets away from you. No idea what to do. Just be like whatever his business was. He's just not gonna do it. He just turns around and leaves.
Because it was
And you get
Too
the sense that
excited.
he's not even going to remember what you said. He's just going to have this new sleep paralysis demon. But absolutely, you impart that horror upon him. Theo allows all of you, without any trouble and with nary a tale, to make your way back to where the driver waits for all of you. They're pacing. Yeah.
Before we get to the driver, I'm going to say telepathically to our friends, guys, this Zeus is going to get back to Chrome Dream, and Mighty Mouse here. What are we going to say? We're going to have to
They tried to steal.
No,
They-
they tried to kill us.
They tried to kill us.
They tried. Wait, whoa, sorry, hold on, I'm still. Well, one, they took one of our companions and attempted to extort her, and after that, Vllaly, to our just kind of putting it out there, she said that this group's trying to kill you. Is that what they said?
Yeah, what is this group?
Who knows? They didn't say that.
It was a long time ago. I don't know how to say this gently. So I won't say it gently. You guys know that I was in the business of smuggling.
I bought some of your products. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It went from just a small way to get money on the side into something bigger and then bigger. And then soon enough, I was a part of a group called Krasny Set. And
was it?
so Krasny Set. And this woman, Vllaly, she said I was part of the set, and that is true. It was a long time ago. It's over now. But
What did they do?
we used to smuggle, and we smuggled some good things, and sometimes we smuggled some bad things, and it became a point of contention within Krasny Set. And it got us in trouble, and that's all.
And now they're blaming you for it?
Yes, I
That
guess
doesn't
so.
sound. You said there's point of contention. So, if there was one side finding another side, and it appears that you're no longer involved with them.
Well, yeah. So there was an event that happened that disbanded us. It wasn't just me, there was 3 of us. There was 3 of us. Keta, amazing babushka. Anya, she was very good at building the business up. She could scale a business very well. And we were very good at smuggling by the end of it. But we got in a fight, and it got into a big fight that involved many other people, and it wasn't at a great location. So
it was the 3 of you?
there's 3 of us, yes.
And you got into a fight, and
Between each other, yes.
and then you were in a place where a lot of other people joined in on the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of us didn't make it. Keta didn't make it. And I think Anya was the one who sent. She betrayed us. That's what I think. Because there's no way we would have been found out. We were the best smugglers in all of Hackathon. But then someone somehow found out what we were doing, and it had to have been Anya. It would not have been Keta.
Why wouldn't it have been Keta?
Because she's the greatest, she's charismatic.
Yeah, but usually
all the
it's
dog
the people you least expect.
Do you have any leads of why you think it was Anya?
She wanted to make Krasny Set bigger. And by making it bigger, we had to start bringing in things that were very wrong and frankly immoral. I'm not going to sell, fake drugs to children that need them, or weapons to... what's a good one to say? A Valor Syndicate for, there were things that I don't want out in the world, and I drew a line, alright? I drew a line, and Anya didn't like that I drew a line. She wanted to just grow bigger, more money. She says she doesn't care. It's not her problem who uses what we get across the borders.
You know for a fact this kettle woman is dead.
I think so.
You see a body?
Yeah.
And this Anya person, you believe, still has it out for you? Is that what that was?
Well, so we both loved Keta. Anya and I were good friends before this happened. Anya and I and Keta, we were all best friends. And we loved what we did. And it worked really, really well for many years. But Anya also thinks that I am the one that got Keta killed.
Well, we'll believe you. obviously.
I would never do that to somebody I loved.
Look,
You really cared about these women.
I loved them both.
I'm so sorry. I know it's hard when family breaks up like that. And I come over and I like start to hug you and I just end up like patting you on the shoulder.
You see, she like physically
She's tucking
shrinks
his arm
away.
Like I just pat you on the shoulder because like it, yeah.
Look, we all have our, run-ins with certain law enforcements and certain groups, but you're with us, the Skullrunners now, and we're not gonna do any of that kind of stuff. We're not gonna cross any boundaries or
We
cause
are
any
your
problems.
family forever.
But that's what you
We
say.
need to work on your like
Forever.
intimidation. Like just get it under control.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vllaly. Is Anya actively tracking you? Because that sounded like in that back room, what, they have a bounty out on you? Is that what this is?
I don't know. After that, I got so mad at Anya. I stopped talking to her, cut her off. We went our separate ways. I don't know why Anya would want any business with me now. I haven't done anything for her or against her.
Up Vllaly's name and see like what's out there about her.
I have a background question.
Yeah.
We established last time that Theo has been helping Vllaly with her CV,
Sure.
attempting to find her more legitimate areas of, second income streams. I do believe that maybe the first time Theo tried to do this and realized, like, oh, that's right, background checks exist.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to have to make sure she comes up clean. I'm going to assume that Theo would have done some sort of background check on Vllaly to see like what comes up, and if she's had run-ins with law enforcement. I don't know if that would be more a question to you, but diverging off from that, known associates, if you've had run-ins with the law or were arrested at any point, were you not?
I don't think so. I don't
Okay.
think Vllaly. I think Krasny was so good at flying under the radar
Sure.
that they never had to.
But there might be something new up now.
Right.
When you first did this, and as part of this, you did do that background check.
Sure.
Vllaly's clean on Seethe. Nothing. No known associates, no crimes.
Sure.
And you kind of chalk that up to the fact that Vllaly's not from here.
Okay.
But now that you've heard all of this, it was a remarkably clean file. Especially for somebody in all of your line of work.
Sure.
And you're beginning to suspect that that was likely done purposefully and not by you.
Okay.
Theo, when Nyx asked that, Theo kind of like almost scoffed a little bit and was like, "Look, if there was something there, I would have seen it already. If she had some sort of connection to someone named Anya, I mean, your background check was clean as a whistle. I don't understand why." And you kind of like you hear him stop. Your background check was clean as a whistle. Uh-huh.
I can see.
All right.
Wasn't me. You know me. I prefer the maps. I prefer the wayfinding. Keta was a good talker. Anya was a good finance. I don't know. Business, yeah. So I don't know if either of them could have wiped my record or somebody else. I don't know. But I could not have done that, I don't think.
The question is, are we looking at the right angles here?
I don't think Anya... Like, Anya, I don't know. I fucking hate... Like, she's a bitch. Don't get me wrong. She's a hard, cold bitch.
I'm gonna level with you here, all right? And I'm not even gonna get into this now, but I get it. I know some pretty stone cold motherfuckers who, for some reason, do something that I'm sure they think is being benevolent, and they're just
Or even
Right.
helpful. Maybe she thought she was being helpful.
yeah, they have a real fucking problem doing that sometimes, and it really pisses me. I digress. Look, I just want to ask, one, if she does have something out on you, because out there, or in that room, you were essentially told they're going to notify the set, and they're going to...
I am the set, though. So who the fuck would else be the set?
Apparently not. Apparently
Anya.
Anya is the set. So...
Why would she go on without me?
Maybe they're still active.
Without me?
That's what it sounds like. Look,
We got it.
I just want to make sure that this doesn't come back on us. Let me do some digging around. What's her... Is that her... That can't be her whole name, right? Anya?
Anya.
On. Yeah.
Oh, is it Anya?
Sure.
First name on, your last name yeah.
It's actually an acronym of all of her names.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I guess. Yeah, I guess Anya would be Kasatha too. Kasathas have the whole clan of the sun and the shrine of the belief, whatever.
Yeah.
So she has a full name that Vllaly will say.
Let me do some digging in the back, just because now that I think about it, that
Don't-
does seem a bit suspicious.
Who are the big
It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's
It's
not
a big deal. It's a big deal
No.
if you run into another gunfight from someone trying to take a bounty on your head.
We got a
Not a big
disguise her,
deal.
I think.
Look,
No.
You like
no.
paint?
No.
look.
We can get her a hat.
If Val doesn't want to be disguised, we don't have to force them. All right. Look. Whoever is probably there working on Akaton, maybe they're not even on Seethe. You know. I mean, unless you know any big corporations there. Who are the major players there?
Inoktan.
Yeah.
Sholea. Actually, would she? They were just big players.
Can I do a culture meteor check to see if the big player is in Akaton?
I would say Akaton is so far away.
Okay.
It wouldn't really be about the... I would say you can make a cultures check about what influences Akaton has here on Seethe.
Okay. That's a 9 plus, I believe, my media. Am I using a cultures check or a media?
Cultures.
Okay. Is there cultures?
Society.
Yeah, it's society.
Too, yeah.
9 plus 7 is 16.
With a 16, there's not a lot of direct connections between this distant sort of desert
Yeah.
system and this mega city on the surface of a sort of rogue asteroid. It's hard to really tell what might have carried over. Probably not a lot. That in and of itself tells you something.
Yeah, I mean, based on my search, there's not really much corporate interest out of, Seethe that has connections with Akaton.
That goes back to the first route then. If it's not corporate, it's personal.
Yeah,
And
that makes
sure,
sense.
I would say, Theo, the more that you talk about this, the more angry you get because whatever is happening to Vllaly reminds you of something.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Theo. There is at one point, I don't know. Theo, I'm not trying to fucking paint him as some super cool dude, but there is I feel like Theo's pretty level-headed and relaxed. But there's yeah, fuck that bitch. That's fucking probably thinking that she's doing you a favor, right? Trying to wipe your file and make everything seem fucking easier for you when she's just a rat, cold-hearted bitch. And
She didn't used to be that way. She used to be wonderful to be around.
yeah, that's even more messed up when they used to be cool and you used to play all the time and you felt really close to them, and then for some reason they just fucking two-face and stab you in the back.
Hello there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to talk this one out?
I'm saying from Vllaly's perspective, that's probably what it felt like.
I think we're,
I hand him a puppet. Hey, why don't you have this puppet tell me about Vllaly?
I think we're all getting.
It's a Sarkassian puppet, so it's really big.
Vllaly's really got to reach up there.
Look, I think we're all.
Molly feels really angry about this and has a lot of childhood trauma from this.
Guys, look, I think we're all kind of getting a little heated about this. I don't really know what's going on, in people's past, but we got to focus on the future, and we'll deal with this when this comes. But we got to get going.
Yeah, bring this back around. Is this going to be a problem? So the crux of my first question: if you got a bounty on your head, that's going to be a problem going forward in terms of danger to the group.
Well, we'll find out if she has a bounty, and if she's got a bounty, we'll deal with it.
What?
Because that's what we do. We're family. Family. Sorry.
Well, she looks at you skeptically up and down. What I am realizing is she said Seethe. I was Seethe. I was Krasny Seethe. And me Anya Keta were Krasny Seethe. So how can it exist without me? It cannot exist without me.
Apparently it does.
That's...
And if anything, I don't know, that
How?
feels like what I believe the term is rebranding. You want to remove traces of an old brand to make way for a new brand.
How could she do that?
Your old news. There's a new set. They don't need traces of the old set.
No, that's no way. There's no way. That's crazy.
You push those thoughts aside, even as you emerge to the parking structure that you had all left the driver at. You can see they're outside that automataxi, kind of pacing back and forth a little bit anxiously. But as you all approach, they rush down the ramp to meet all of you, just sort of saying, where were all of you guys? It's been going crazy. What did you do? We have to go. Come on, in the car.
Yeah.
Let's just
Goes
we can
around.
talk about it later. As we get in the car, I'm just gonna write notes about stuff about Vllaly on my board.
Okay. They shut the door behind them. They wait for all of you to get in before throwing the car in gear and in a hurry. There is no screech. There is no tires on this hover car, but you can hear the repulsor coil just whir extra loud to life as they pull away back and into the streets, actually away from the highway. Looking back over the partition at all of you, they just go, whatever you guys did stirred up a ton of trouble. So we can't go back to the highway. We have to take the back roads now. The Sunkerdown fades quickly behind you. The Cerulean Crash's soft glow shrinks in the rearview mirror. As you get into the vehicle, you move off. You get out of the immediate chaos around you, and you begin to travel on these kind of turning and curving pathways, slightly up and up and up, out of the chaos of the neon depths, moving towards something a little bit quieter. And eventually the buildings give way to just sheer metal walls, becoming almost like a tunnel that you travel through. There is sterile blue-white lighting here that is spaced very evenly apart, almost like streetlights. Everything across here feels very maintained. You're not seeing like dripping pipes. You're not seeing neon lights. You are sort of in the space that exists between the architecture of Seethe. You can see above you faint ribbons of the artificial sky just hundreds of levels up. You can see the distant dome of Axiom, the slow-moving bands of light drifting like digital constellations through polluted glass. There is no real civilian traffic here. You travel and travel and travel. Every now and then, you're passed by a cargo hauler, maybe a service drone that just kind of past you and just become lights in the distance. You travel for hours through these back roads. And as you are doing so, the driver kind of turns every now and then. And the first thing that he says to all of you is, we're not going to be able to stop overnight now. So we're going to have to go through the vacuum and just kind of go in mostly with emergency hoods. That means that we have exactly 10 minutes to get across through the vacuum. We have no room for error. Any questions? He kind of pops open the glove compartment and starts pulling out packages.
Just tell us what to do.
He slides through the sort of compartment, these little packeted nylon, almost poncho-looking things. And I would say for anybody who's ever had to endure space travel before, these are emergency EVA hoods. When you pull the cord, they puff out and create a seal around you and will give you about 10 minutes of oxygen. You will be able to survive in a vacuum. After 10 minutes, it gets a little bit more
Do we
dicey.
still need to fix the necks?
Say one more time.
Do we still need
Fix
to?
and Nicks do not need this. You
Nice.
still are given a hood just as part of this kind of kit, but you do not require breathing, and so you do not need this kit. But they turn around, kind kind of focusing on the road again, and they say, when we do get into Axiom, you need to be on your best behavior. We keep leaving a lot of chaos behind us, okay? And we can't afford that much attention if we're going to go into the middle of a gang fight and come out unscathed. They turn back around. Is there anything that you're doing as these hours cross by on the way to the Axiom Aquadine crossing?
Does the driver ask again for specifics on what happened?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, if he doesn't ask, we shouldn't bring it up.
Yeah, he's not gonna
He'll be
ask
pissed.
more.
No, yeah, I'm just saying, like, I need to have, like, a story ready in case he does.
No. But far ahead, you can see the towering floodlights reflect against suspended mist, almost kind of emerging like the Jurassic Park sort of archway in front of you. You see huge illuminated letters that read Axiom Aquadine Crossing. Below the sign, you can see thousands of pipes that kind of disappear off and into the city beyond, into the crevices on either side of the pathway that leads up. There is condensation on buildings beyond. You can see like skyscrapers that rise up. Everything here like a little bit wet. Behind almost everything in this multi-level area, there is like just faint glow coming through the mist that makes this very like 1990s Tim Burton feeling. There is no longer the same kind of geometry that you've been seeing in Axiom Relay. There is more curved supports here. You can see exposed piping in places. You pass by a little hotel called the Pressure Rest that promises temporary comfort for temporary people. You pass by Warehouse 8C, which the driver kind of points over to and just says, Chrome Dream has cultivated an entire team in there that was meant to help us out, but they just passed the space. Off and on the left, they point off at the water bar. You can see just crowded with all these different sort of corporate people from both Aquadine and Axiom Relay. You can see purified water being served with various little taps of electrolyte blends to be poured into them. Everything here, you can see many of the price tags above these taps are zero. It is just the flavor that costs money. You pass public heated pools and steam houses. This is one of the very few districts outside of Aquadine, just being on the border, that has ready access to cheap water. And so at almost every corner, you can stop off at a little machine and refill your water for a credit only. That is almost unheard of here. You eventually kind of pull off the main road towards an airlock that you can see directly ahead of you. The driver has already passed you these little compact nylon pouches. They would turn, kind of stop, pull off to the side of the road and just say, when I get into the airlock, it's going to cycle. And after that, we're in space. It's going to take us almost the entire time that we have to get across. So if there's any problems, I need all of you to help immediately. And if anything goes wrong, magnetize yourself to the outside of the station and run for the airlock. You'll be able to see a ring of green lights. That's a way in. Any questions?
You see, Sagan has been like crafting while await the hours. He puts all of his stuff up, he packs it in his bag, and he doesn't bother with the hood. He just looks really excited to be out in space.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I forgot about your
Yeah,
wings.
Yes.
How does Fix move? Does it just walk, or does it have some sort of propulsion device?
Both.
Fix needs to be ready if we're fucked up. Have you ever used one of those little scubas underwater where it's like a little propeller?
awesome.
Yeah, one of those. Yeah.
Oh,
Get that
that's
ready
a
for
cool
someone
idea.
in case someone gets fucked up. And then Nyx as well. I don't know how strong you are, but just fucking propel someone, because as long as you're in space and you have no inertia to slow you down to move you through to the airlock.
Nice.
But yeah, Theo will call that.
Driver, you're good if we have to run for it?
He nods. He pulls out one final thing from the glove compartment. It's a tiny little placard, and he hangs it on the rear view mirror. It says, "It has been," and then in a little dry erase marker, 8 days since fatalities. And he says,
What?
I've never had any problems, but my passengers have. So again, you guys need to be absolutely sure. I'm almost at a record. 2 more days.
We'll
Hangs
get
it
you
on
that
the
record.
rearview mirror. He shifts this car into drive, and you begin to approach this massive airlock. As they cross these sort of heavy doors, that begin to cycle shut behind these massive industrial ancient doors. The lights shift from blue to amber to a darkness as a mechanical voice overhead speaks. Pressure normalization initiated. Outside this windshield, there is just this and just silence envelops. And you can see silently the doors on the outside open up, revealing slowly this glare of the rust ocean beneath you and the stars just beyond. The driver hunches down over the wheels with determination that you have not seen on their little Yosogi face. You can see in their fur little bits of sweat begin to kind of bead and mat their hair. They pull this car out just silently into the vacuum, and for just a moment, you all hang suspended in the nothing. And because it is 9:46, and this is a great place for us to stop, this is where we're going to end for the evening. But you guys survived a pretty difficult combat. You managed to diplomacy once more your way into an advantageous position out of it,
Nice.
and then found your way to the airlock and are now attempting to cross into your third district of Seethe. Please join us next week. See if they survive the trip. But if you can't wait that long, you can join us for D&D tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But whatever you do, please stay safe. It is wild out there. We'll see you next week. Bye.